Hey, no, Jerry. I forgot to turn on my stream deck. How is everybody doing? Welcome. We are live on YouTube today. We're live on Twitch. I stream every week for about 3 hours. We have many makers in. As you've seen my thumbnail, I've changed it. It says Makers and Content Creators Podcast. That's basically what we do here. And we talk about a little bit of anything and everything. And I've got a bone. Shut up. Anyway, sorry about that. My dog likes to interrupt whenever I'm talking to anybody. So, yeah, let me bring in a few people we have in the back room, and we'll get going. Hey, guys. How we doing today?
Hey, yeah.
It's Saturday again.
Yeah.
Surviving.
Yeah, the weeks fly by. So, hello, everybody in chat.
That was weird. When you were talking before you pulled us up, your logo is showing twice on that screen.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's on mine. See, I got on my in OBS. I have it here above my face. And then the logo is in StreamYard. So I'm on a different plan on StreamYard where they put their logo up. Yeah, that's why it came up twice.
Okay.
The one by Matt, I can't get rid of. Well, actually, yes, I can. I think that's the one I can turn off. Anyway, it's no biggie. So I hope you guys are doing well, having a great weekend.
Yeah, I'm a little bit down with a man cold, man flu.
So, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm dying, dude. I'm coughing really terrible. So if I cough and all of a sudden go mute myself and all that, I'm sorry, So.
And I finished painting yesterday.
But I don't have COVID. I did a COVID test, so.
Off Axis, $1.99. Thank you very much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that, Marcel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So.
Super sticker.
Let me turn on my stream deck. I don't have it running. I spent at least 2 hours looking through my hard drives trying to find that MP3 of the one I play that Tim DeWitt made me so I can plug it into my stream deck, and I can't find it on my computer anywhere. I imported it into StreamYard, but for some reason I can't figure out where it's at on my hard drive.
You know what the name of the file is?
No, I'm a dummy. When I download files, I should give them specific names that have the colon that mean whatever the file name is. But no, I don't change them. I can't find it anywhere because I have to go up here to brand and then click this button.
Awesome super chat.
There we go.
I'm probably just gonna have to go make a different one. That way I can put it on my stream deck.
And for the first Saturday in a while, no army cap. Huntington Beach.
Currently on my channel members, we got Kenny Sims currently watching, or he's here on screen, off axis. Marcel from Canada is a channel member, and Richard McLean from Las Vegas is also a channel member. Thank you very much. I think I've got like 9 or 10 channel members now on YouTube. Appreciate it, guys. And I'm working on a project for my wife on my bamboo. I think I talked about it before, but I did this in resin. It's a print from David Chambers. This is I'm starting to have problems remembering now. It's a commission piece David Chambers did for somebody a few years ago. And I asked him about the file. He contacted the person he made it for, and they allowed me to print it out. So I got some filament from Polymaker. Or they sent me a bunch of filament that I wanted, some colors. I'm doing a really big version. This took 3.5 days to print on the bamboo. Why 3.5 days? Because it has to do 100 zillion layer changes to change colors for each layer. And I used gyroid infill, which I shouldn't have done. I wasted a lot of filament. I'm going to be doing a video on this. I'm printing out part of her legs right now. Because the height of the bamboo, when I printed out her legs in this orientation, this took a long time because it has to do one layer in one color, then it's got to change and do a little bit of red, and the layer change, come back, et cetera, et cetera. It took forever to do these. I can't go any taller than that on the bamboo, so I had to take the rest of the leg, and I cut it at her knees because her hands are kind of down in front of her knees, so it'll kind of hide the seam when I get this all done. But yeah, it's coming out pretty good.
Edge of 3D.
Edge of 3D, what's going on, Scott? Dusty Knuckles, hello. Yeah, gyroid infill looks wonderful, but I cut it down to 10%, then I went on to 5%. I still wasted too much filament. I got a coupon code from Polymaker. I was able to get 9 rolls with free shipping to work on some different projects, and I didn't get enough filament for Betty Boop, so I wound up having to go on Amazon and buy another roll of black and 2 more of cream colored because of the infill, et cetera, et cetera. I just burned through the filament. I should have done the model in lightning, probably everything but the base. I probably should have done it in lightning infill. That way I would have saved on filament. So
Yeah, I'm working on several projects too. One is the Least We Forget, the Red Poppy appeal for the Royal British Legion. And I print now till basically October, November, and then give to them everything what I produce. And I made already over 2 kilos.
hey, Sebastian.
250 grams of key rings I made already. So 2 kilos and almost 300 grams in there. And these are the key rings for that show. Hold on, let me pull one out. And I also make fridge magnets. That's the fridge magnet, but I still have to attach the magnet. It's fresh off the printer. So, yeah.
Well,
I do
Scott,
them all year round. And I'm hoping that some people will donate some filament towards me. And already some people did. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you, who already did it. A friend of mine locally, he gave me some filament, and he said, I have 4-year-old filament. Do you want it? I said, yeah, sure, I can use it for my projects. And yeah, but one roll does not work very well. I put it for 3 days or 4 days almost in the dryer, and it still doesn't want to print. It does not stick to the build plate. Doesn't matter what I do. I put glue on it. I mean, I clean the plate and everything. Nothing sticks on that. It always comes off. Very terrible, that plastic.
And those of you that are watching on Twitch, here's my new thumbnail that I made up for my weekly hangouts. I think it looks pretty good. And I went ahead and mentioned about having filament giveaways. I did. Today we'll be giving away a roll of Polymaker, not Ziltech. The Ziltech only allows me to give away 3 rolls a month. So I do 1 a week for 3 weeks in a row. And then Polymaker, I do a week, 1 roll each week.
And what I've got going, I just finished painting my garage for my new OhmTech 130 watt CO2 laser and chiller. Will find a home out there. And eventually I'm still getting my Galvo or my fiber laser that's going to be behind me. Because I closed last week on my refinance. I should have money coming in next week.
Wish you all the best. Good luck with it.
And you said that big OhmTech CO2 doesn't have a camera built in. You have to add one?
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Okay.
Use a security camera.
Yeah, from the OhmTech webs or the Facebook group, it looks like they add. Just like most of them upgrade their air assist, and I think they even put the lights in there. I'm gonna have to, I haven't popped it open because again, I just finished painting yesterday, which means the ceiling and everything. So it's still wrapped in plastic, but it's down off the pallet.
I just went out of warranty in February. At some point this month, I ran out of warranty on my bamboo. I've had it for a year. I've got over 2,000 hours on it. It prints 99% perfect until I started doing the Betty Boop project 2 weeks ago. And quite often it tells me to pull off the filament. It's having a problem with the filament. I go to pull it out and I can't pull it out. I hit retry. It won't let me. I try everything for about 5 minutes. Finally, it'll release it, and then I can pull it all the way out and stick it back in and restart it. It runs fine. Well, I come to find out that the stock hub on the back that has a spring that the PTFE goes into, if I reach around the left side, around the back, do a reach around, and push it in, this filament spool starts spinning one way. If I pull out on that PTFE, moving the spring the other way, then it spins the other way. And sometimes that'll solve it. It'll correct itself and keep working. Or I got to grab the plug on the back of the machine right by that PTFE right above it, which I've never ever unplugged since I put it together. And I got to kind of jiggle it in the socket, even though I'm not really moving it. And then all of a sudden the air clears up and it works. And then that's been an ongoing problem. It hasn't happened in 2 days, but it happened for a week straight. And then my cover came off while I was printing a few days ago, and I quickly ran over there because it's in the middle of a print and it's starting to bang around. I grabbed it, I paused the print, went to put it back on, and I realized on the extruder side of the hot end on the top left corner, the magnet is completely missing. So I can't click the cover back on. And I'm like, SOB. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out why in the hell that's happening. I looked everywhere. I can't find the little tiny magnet anywhere. So I tried to tape the cover on. It didn't work. I kept messing with it. Put a piece of yellow tape across it. What's that stuff they use on hot ends? That yellow clear tape. I put a piece of that across it. I got it to work. It's working fine now, but I have to tape it on. I've contacted Bamboo. I put in a ticket talking about the filament error, sent them a picture, mentioned the magnet missing. It's been a week. I haven't heard back. And Bamboo usually gets back with me in 3 or 4 days. Every time I've had an issue in the past, this time they're either busy or they're ignoring me. So I don't know if I already went out of warranty.
Chinese New Year, they're just all coming back.
They came back on what, the 8th or the 14th?
Yeah, but some of them come late.
Are local.
Yeah.
They recruit back in the day.
To sum it up, I went on Bamboo's website in the U.S. and they don't sell the original stock hub. They only have the one hub that you can hook up 3 different AMS units. So if they don't get back with me after I turn the printer around and look at it, Matt says I might need to mess with the spring, stretch it out. I'll see what I have to do there. And then at the very least, I'll have to measure the magnet size and see if I can go on Amazon and buy something that's that tiny. I'll probably have to buy a pack of 1 million of them, but I need to get a little magnet so I can super glue it back in the place, because my printer costs that much money. I don't want to have a piece of tape holding the door on. So
yeah.
That's my rant for the day.
When Bamboo first started,
Captain Tape,
because I was a Bamboo ambassador. I got invited to be into that. They then sent out an invite, or they were recruiting us to be employees, to be support. I couldn't because because of my Social Security, because I just turned my Social Security back on. And you can only do that once when you turn your Social Security off. So if you ever go on Social Security and you're in the United States and you want to pause, say, hey, I'm going back to work, you can only do it once in your life. Turn your Social Security back off. So because I already used my one time, I couldn't take the job with Bamboo, or I'd probably be working for them because it was good pay. But yeah, they recruited from the Facebook group. And there's my new laser that I'm setting up. I'm going to probably be drilling the exhaust system tomorrow. And I'll probably be running, I have a VA appointment on Monday. When I get back from that appointment, I'll probably have it running, because I'm going to go to the lumber yard where they do cabinet supplies, and they really have nice material there that's flat. Not like Home Depot or Lowe's, but it's cabinet stuff, and it's flat.
Yeah, I've been working on 2 projects. The first one you already get here about the Royal British Legion, the Red Poppy Appeal. And the other one is called Changes. And of course, I'm making my lithophanes for them. That's one of the
Kenny, look up your model number. Let us know which one you got. Scott's wondering which one it is.
And this is basically the book what the person wrote. And he came to the book club and talked about his books. You can ask him question and, Q and answer, And I made 2 of them. I'll show this one off later.
I don't see a camera. We got somebody in the back room coming in, but I don't see. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Vincent, 1977 All Out. Vincent, take a minute for your camera to pop up.
Yeah, because I'm using OBS, I think.
Yeah, but you're not talking from that camera. I mean, sorry, you're talking from your camera, not from your microphone.
Let me check. Hold on.
Okay, I can tell you what it is real quick. It's the AF, which autofocus, 3555-130.
Thank you.
desktop mic.
What's the bed volume if you're on their website? What's the bed volume? Your work area.
Bed volume is. I can't seem to remember all the time.
Let me check it.
It's
Can you hear me?
35
that's
by
better.
55.
Okay.
35 by 55?
Yeah.
That's good size.
Kenny, how much for the Death Laser? Death Star laser. I want to build a Death Star laser, you know?
Hey, you know we got another freaking balloon overhead, so yeah, we need a Death Star laser because we got another damn balloon.
Something I'm wondering when we don't do politics and political, but one thing I want to say about the balloon, when they shot down the first one, they used a missile and they said what it cost. It cost an astronomical amount of money. Jet fighters have guns. Why not just shoot a bunch of holes in it and then it comes down anyway? Why would you waste a missile on it that cost $1 zillion when bullets are much cheaper and they could have just shot it up?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's I never, no one ever asked that question on the news, so I was wondering.
Oh, and one last thing, and then we'll go to Vincent. One last thing I forgot to say. I also, I threw the dice and I bid it on block again. I am a Kickstarter for the Frozen Arco, 2 units. What?
No, I'm saying hi to Simon. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
That's why I wave to people.
Yeah, 2 printers, their AMSs and their shields, their enclosures. So 2 of everything.
Yeah.
So, and we're doing pretty good. I mean, not as good as Bamboo, but it's in the thousands for the users. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Bullets do fall down, but the debris from the missile they shot it with is coming down, and everything underneath it that was flying around like 2 big city buses, they said that came straight to the ground also. So anyway, I just figured bullets are cheaper. Why waste a missile on it? Or a rocket missile, Guys, Jedi said Kenny, he heard that shipping was $200 on that. Or did you get free shipping?
They gave 24 hours. They cut it down to, for US, it's going to be, I think, like under $50 for the first 24 hours. And I was like number 92.
Cool.
Kickstarter.
And it ships out of California, so that's good too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you get things shipped from China, they're astronomically expensive.
Yeah, I was number 92 on the Kickstarter. Because I get a little confused on Kickstarter because I was like, oh my God. So yeah, or I could have had a lower number, but 92 is not bad.
And that's for the Arco or which printers?
Arco,
yeah. And Chris Mink, I don't see in the chat right now, but Chris Mink just bought a couple K1s. I don't know which version, but he got a couple K1s.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zombie's not very happy with this. Rob Zombie. A zombie head shock, Rob Zombie. I don't know why I said Rob Zombie, but Zombie head shock, he's not very happy with this quality
K1
right now. Yeah. So he had
a lot of people have been having issues, different types of issues. I don't have one. Hello, Tom Lama. How you doing, my friend? I don't have a K1, but
Hey,
I turned them today, so we will see.
I don't know.
Hey, Betty Boop.
Skeptical. Hey, Betty.
Yeah, that person in chat right there is who I'm making this one for. If you guys didn't already see it, I'm doing a giant version of a Betty Boop. I've got a video coming out in a few days on it. Once I get it all done, I'll strip off all the supports and glue it together. And her eyes, as a matter of fact, this was a support. I got to draw like a half circle on both eyes, and then I got to use a Sharpie to color them in because this particular model didn't already have that shape in there where I could have colored it. So that took like 3.5 days to print. And I used gyroid infill. Gyroid infill, like I said before, it's pretty. Don't use it. It's burned up too much filament. I got a bunch of filament from Polymaker to do a bunch of different projects with. So I got one roll of the cream color. I figured that'll be enough to do the whole body. Nope, I had to order another roll. And then I burned up so much black on the base especially that I had to order 2 more rolls off Amazon. So, and then the base, I had to cut in 4 parts so it wouldn't fit on the bamboo in a circle. It's too big. And I should have cut these way down. I should have dropped them through the bed and shrunk them. There's no reason for that base to be that tall. Because when I increase the size of this model right here, it just increase the base that much more. But anyway,
you're not going to tell everybody about your foot, Cherry?
Oh yeah, I keep all my spare poop from the bamboo in a trash bag. I'm just saving it up for some future project. I had it sitting on the floor by the bamboo the other night. I got up in the middle of the night. It's not real bright in here. I stepped on the corner of the bag with my foot, cut my foot. I had blood on the floor, and my foot is still sore 3 or 4 days later. So I went to the bathroom, hung my foot over the bathtub, dumped peroxide on it. Then I've been putting Neosporin on, but the bottom of my foot's still pretty sore.
So filament will cut you.
Yeah, it didn't feel too good. I had my wife look at it with the flashlight and say, "Hey, do you see any filament stuck on my foot?" Because it still hurts.
Basically,
Hello, Pete.
Hey, Pete, how you doing? One of my, a lot of people do Christmas drives. I'm gonna do a veteran drive. So basically, that's what I'm doing here with the key rings and the fridge magnets. I'm gonna design some other stuff too, or have already designed. I can show it properly off if people are interested in.
Didn't you say you had an Amazon wish list that you wanted me to share in case people wanted to buy you filament or to help out?
Yeah,
share that.
Of course.
Share that in a private chat, and I'll post it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tom Lama. What's going on, buddy?
What's up?
How's everything? Yeah, I enjoyed your video on how you made that cutting board, the stripes in it. You done a really great job on that, and I enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I think it's a little long and drawn out, but sure. Thanks.
It's as long as it needs to be, and don't worry about it. If people don't want to watch it, then they don't have to watch it. But you've done a great job on it.
Thank you.
I shared it on my socials.
Yeah, I saw that. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rodney Mac.
Yeah.
Self-promotion is always welcome here. Anybody that comes on, you're welcome to promote what you're working on doing if it's hobby related. So,
can scamming everyone out of $1 million be a hobby? y'all give me $1 million now.
Here's a link. Here's a link from Matt. Private chat. If you would like to go to his wish list on Amazon and purchase anything to help him out, there's links for it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, basically, whatever I get, I will use mainly white, red, and black. And mainly, I use white. I need most white filament at most because the base, as you can see, is white. So I use more whites than anything else, and black and red I use less. So yeah, looking forward to it and receiving out. Like I said, I received already 6 rolls, but I only could use 4 of those rolls as out of date. They're over 4 years old, the filament, and one is a silver I can't use on that project, and the other one is a black, but I can't use because I've been drying it now for almost 3 days in the dryer and still does not want to stick or nothing. I think it's kaput. So
the people in chat that are typing #USA, it's #Polymaker. We're not giving away Ziltech this week, and I have it at the bottom of the screen. I've seen a few people done a #USA, and that's only for when I give away Ziltech filament, and I always post it. So what have you been up to, Tom? How's your cutting boards coming along? You still? How often do you make them, or do you have? How many do you already have made of different types?
I got too many in stock. I actually haven't even been out in the shop in almost a week. Been doing yard work and cleaning around the house and working on this thing. This is actually more in your guys' key line. 3D printer with a freaking.
Oh no, 3D printer. Nice. 400 by 400.
I don't know what it's going to turn out. I was hoping I would be in the 300, but with the head and everything, I don't think I'm going to quite make 300, but maybe. It all depends. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just piecing this together as a concept. I don't know if you guys know the difference between this and like a Core XY. This will actually attach, the head will attach to this rod, the ZNX rod, and everything moves by the rods. So there's no belt attached to the heads. The belt's attached to the carts, and you move the whole cart. called cross gantry, and the whole thing moves by just pushing the head around by the two rods. Same thing. This is how an Ultimaker works. If you've ever seen an actual Ultimaker inside a machine, they just use, LMUs and regular 8 or 10 millimeter rods instead of the 2020. I'm just using the 2020 because I got a lot of it. So hopefully that'll be the newest, latest, greatest thing, because I'm not positive, but from what I understand, why you don't see a lot of these out is because Ultimaker still owns a patent on this motion system. I'm not positive who owns it, but whatever. I have a feeling that patent's about done up. There are a few like really good high-end, do-it-yourself kits like a Moron that people have done. I can't remember the name of them that are, they're all freaking linear rails and high-end, and they go.
Have you seen Rob Mains?
Hello, 3D Medic.
The printer, what he's building. I came up with the idea, and he's making it. We call it the Crooked Crow.
Crooked Crow.
I don't know. That's what they call it.
It's gonna be my Llama Crow.
What the printer does is it actually leans sideways the nozzle, so you can print at a 45-degree angle sideways and back on normal and 360 degrees. Well, not 360.
Cool.
Around, and then once it's finished, because it prints on a belt, the belt would automatically inject the thing, and the next project can start immediately. But the belt never moves the bed. The belt only moves when the printer is finished with the product.
I noticed nobody talks about belt printers anymore. The fad wore off, and they don't print perfect, and it's like everybody quit talking about belt printers.
Belt printers are a good idea, I think, but they're wrongly used because the belt keeps constantly moving. It's wear and tear, and the inaccuracy what you get with it over a period of long time printing.
I think Scott just 3D done one with this one company he was involved with where the bed was a belt, but it looked like a Cartesian. So everything was upright where you could print a perfect model. I don't remember how that worked, but then the bed moved. The bed was a roller. So.
Yeah, see, that's what there's a patent on. That's how Creality originally got past the patent, is by putting it at a 45-degree angle.
Ladies and
straight
gentlemen,
up head is patented.
Patrick with Light Source Engraving coming in. Patrick, what's going on?
How's it going, everybody?
Glad you can make it. I know you and Rich are going live later at what, like 5:30? 8:30. That'd be 5:30 my time.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. I interrupt everybody when I bring people in.
Always interrupt.
Yeah, Patrick has a bamboo now, guys. He's been printing like crazy. He's got the bearded skulls.
Oh yeah, these are for hat displays.
Nice. I always thought that one looked like Maker Viking. Everybody knows Thomas. I always thought that looked like Maker Viking.
Is that your twin?
I think it looks like freaking practical printing guy.
Or your enemy?
He's my friend. He's my good friend. Yeah, I've been working on some new files for the live stream tonight too. So let's see if I can get that to focus. Maybe.
That's good camouflage pattern.
There we go.
It's nice.
Nice.
Hey Patrick, can you do magazines on the CO2? On a regular CO2?
You're not going to get collar with those. There we go.
Okay.
There's like the tiger stripe camo.
Hello, Dave Gatton. How you doing today?
Then a regular kind of camo. Anyway, that's what I'm getting ready for the stream tonight. Then we're going to be doing a coin on the fiber laser and a project on some scratch acrylic, which I am testing on the LaserMatic right there.
Yeah, after you told me your suggestion that what is the name of the program? I can't think of it. About depth maps.
Oh, ImageR and DepthR.
Yeah, Imajar. I went ahead and Googled it, and yeah, they're coming out with it, but it doesn't say when or anything like that. So I'm trying to find a very simple program where I can take like the picture of my mom and dad or anything and quickly convert it. And just dropping it straight in Lightroom in the picture, it's not going to do what I want it to do.
There's one AI that can kind of do it, and I can't remember which one it is. And I was going to look that up and forgot to. So I'll look that up here in a minute.
I have no problem paying for the service. Well, as long as it can do other features, if it has other bells and whistles. For instance, Illustrator. If Illustrator would do it, I'd pay the $25 a month. But Illustrator, right. I don't think can do it, so I don't want to pay the $25 a month because it's too much like Inkscape. And a lot of people use Inkscape over Illustrator, and I don't have a problem with the fee if it'll have everything I want it to do.
Right. Yep. So far, I'm not aware of any one-click solutions.
Well, I mean, something, you know what I'm talking about. Something that's my speed, something that's fairly simple, and you don't have to use this program and that program and this program, and eventually you'll get what you want. Something fairly simple.
Right.
I'm not an idiot, but I'm 59 years old, so I'm slowly going downhill. So.
So what does that make me?
Anyway, yeah, you're an old fart too.
Well, I am going to the Old Farts Picnic in April, which is the same weekend as the.
Come on, guys, don't fight. You guys know exactly. I'm the one who is older than you guys physically.
No,
you know. I said physically, not mentally.
No comment.
I can't believe this June will be 66. God, man.
Yeah, in June I'll be 60. It's like, wow. Yeah, so if I'm going to be 60, I got like 25 years left, I hope. Maybe 30, but you never know.
Oh, God, I don't want to last that long.
My dad passed away at 57, and I'm 59 now, so I've outlived my own father. But he passed away when I was.
Imagine another 20 years of aches and pains I'm going through right now.
You use DC Van Lint. You use Inkscape for depth maps for fiber.
I got Inkscape.
Oh man, take a look at my life.
I use all Affinity products now ever since, God, 15 years ago when Adobe went to Mortgageware.
Yeah.
Mortgageware.
Hostageware, Mortgageware, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. A mortgage is just a hostage in your own home.
You need some medication.
Oh, I thought you were going to go on holiday, and those are something else.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we all thought it.
Here's a picture. Here's a picture of my mom. Picture of my mom and dad, and they got married back around 1942 or something. And I took that off the wall in the living room. I scanned it with my inkjet scanner, which I've never scanned on my printer before. And then I sent it in here to my computer, and that's what I want to put on a coin. Right. And on the other side of the coin, I want to put their information on it.
Thanks.
Then I'll make one for I'll do a video about it, make one for my brother and sister also.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, here you guys can see that.
Thank you, Dave.
One of the printer printing for the keychain right here.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Finished the garage yesterday, so I'll be doing the exhaust tomorrow.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, it's painted now.
That's a big boy.
It is.
Wow.
I wouldn't mind that in my shop.
Boy.
I'd probably take that over my CNC.
I think 8-inch is overkill on the exhaust. But you said it's got an 8-inch port coming out of it, so I figured 6 probably would have been funny.
It's got 2 6s.
Okay.
On the Facebook group, the admins recommend going to an 8-inch.
Okay.
So I'm going off recommendations.
Hey, non-fam, how you doing, buddy?
And getting that out the pallet was not fun by myself.
Yeah, now that I'm retired, I get kind of weak. I mean, I'm strong, but I get winded easy because I'm not working in construction no more. Go, go, go. Yeah, Lama knows what I mean. You go to do anything and you get tired fairly quick.
Carrying all the extra weight around there, Jerry.
Yep.
All right. I remember the name of
Yeah, I've got 80 pounds of extra weight I need to get rid of.
Zoe
45
Depth
or 50
or
image
Zoe
movies.
Depth, ZOEDEPTH. I'm going to send you the link.
All right, thank you.
Patrick, did you do something with that sign in the back? I mean, where it's rocking now? Is that an option for the letters to do that? It used to be just straight across. Now it's rocking.
It's actually. Let me show you.
It's like a piece of material and it's wavy like a belt.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's flexible.
But that's kind of cool because it grabs your eye.
Yeah, so what I did was I put it on a flat piece of wood in the middle third, basically, and then kind of rolled these up so that it makes it look a little wavy.
If you could get a battery
Cool.
pack and that would work remotely, you can go shopping at Walmart and advertise for your business. Just wrap it around your waist.
Well, I don't need.
Well, that's right. You got the hat. Does the same
I don't
thing.
need the sign to do that. Not when I have.
So you got a cap that's got a USB port, right? Or just a battery? Is it chargeable?
Not when I have the hat.
Is that a
It is
Timu?
rechargeable.
The hat's rechargeable?
Yeah, and then you can program it with your phone. All you got to do is just Bluetooth it
How
and
much?
tell it exactly what to display.
What a nerd.
I can't help it.
I think it's a good
I had to
idea.
have it.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Nice.
Now I
Look,
don't
it's
have to
cool.
remember to
I
tell
like
people
it.
to like and subscribe. But it's just it's
I like
there.
it. By the way, I joined this morning.
I sent you a thank you message. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I figured I'm not going anywhere, so I might as well join.
Well, and tomorrow you'll get some. These PMAG files are going to be going on my website for sale, but my patrons tomorrow will get them for free.
Yeah. And I hope nobody gets their feelings hurt if I don't go with God, what's his name? What's that laser guy's name with a P? The one in China, your friend.
Pascal.
Pascal?
Yeah, because I'm gonna get a estimate next week when when my money goes into the bank from the refi, because we signed last Tuesday, but last week was a holiday. Anyways, if the shipping is too much, like the CO2 was, then I'm probably gonna have to go to another place out of New York that's already got stuff here in the States.
Well, if you have something you want for a typical price range, contact him and say, "Here's what I would like to do, but because the shipping is so high, I might go with this other company and see what he can do about it."
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try.
That
And
hat came from Timu.
Yeah.
I'd say it's.
And I
Sorry,
do
answer
want
the
to.
question there real quick.
And I do want a motorized Z because I'm lazy.
It's got a little battery pack right in here.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos about Timu and collecting information, selling this, selling that. I don't know. I've never ordered from them, but I've seen a lot of videos talking about them.
Yeah, just like Wish.
Yeah, I haven't ordered from them either.
Yeah, I've been actually doing lots of stuff this week. I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff designs for people too. Like this, what I did for book club. That's the new logo, what they have.
I think Timu is how it's pronounced. We've been pronouncing it wrong all this time.
Yeah, I saw that on a YouTube the other day. I watched
Timu? I thought it was Timu.
It's Timu.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Timu.
top flipper I was
Hey,
telling you
Matt,
about.
you want to show that again? I got you on the big screen.
Oh, yeah.
That looks nice, Matt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool stuff. I
Looks like
That's a little bit big. I had to make it big because otherwise all the detail would not come out. And these are just some of the coasters what I made too for the region.
Patrick's got Lightburn running.
Yep, I do. It was
God,
maximized.
But you've been doing so good with that.
I sure wish somebody in chat.
All
could
I have
take-
to do is minimize it, and it stops freaking out. See, I minimize it, and now it's fine.
Huh? It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I finally got my floor and made more space. Look, show you. So I can get a fold-out table, and I also can get a pinball machine in. So if I'm ever gonna tinker around, then put the floor all the way through the house over there. Still need to do the wiring, but
I wish you lived in Las Vegas so you could give me a good deal on a pinball. I'd love to have a mechanic. I mean, I can buy one, obviously, but
yeah.
if you know somebody, might save a few dollars.
So for now, I put my Stargate Atlantis there and the Stargate Prometheus. Filled it up a little bit just for fun, and later on, there's going to be an RGB strip underneath, and I'm 3D printing those zip tie mounts in the back, so I can do all the wiring. So you will not see this anymore.
It costs bricks.
By the way,
underneath.
On
You
the
know,
south
I was-
end, Vincent, on the south end of the strip, you know, because I'm in Vegas like Jerry is. Well, I'm in Henderson, but anyways,
Yeah.
we have what's called the Pinball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it's huge.
We had the most pinball machines we had was over 160 at one time. So yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have a tabletop Space Invaders years ago that had a glass top, and then I had an upright space. Excuse me, I had an asteroids machine, an upright asteroid, back when I was like 21 years old. And now I got that small one that I built that's got like 5,000 games on it. So
Yeah,
My
it does look
favorite
a
one
little
is
bit like a
baseball.
Vickers pick
with the
game.
with the guys in the head moving around the field. I love baseball, pinball.
If everything goes well, this machine is coming. The Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
The ninjas.
nice.
Yesterday, Tim at TH3D was printing cup holders for his pinball machines.
yeah, I was gonna type in chat for your motorcycle cup holders, but I didn't know he had a pinball. I know he's got a huge basement that's as big as his first floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's my machine here I built. It's got a TV set in it, runs off a Raspberry Pi 3B.
Nice push buttons, man.
I got those off Amazon for like $40.
I'm being sarcastic.
Wasn't that a whole kit with buttons and everything?
No, just the buttons and the joystick were one thing, and then I had the Pi 3B here already. And there's a website I went to, and a guy in Texas helped me with it. I think it's called Incredibles or something, where they got all the projects online. That's where I got the dimensions for the cabinet. I just oversized it a little bit, cut it out of MDF, and then I cut a slot in it, and I bought that stuff off Amazon. The rubber that goes in the face, so you don't have any sharp edges. It's like T-molding, but it's rubber T-molding. I put it in all the way around.
Okay. Yeah, so what I did was I put a special sound dampening floor underneath here for my neighbor. She's over 80 years old, and yeah, when I was doing some stuff at night, she heard me strolling around. So it was like, if I'm going to put in a new floor, put a sound dampening underneath it.
Oh, you
That's
got
what I
somebody
did.
underneath you?
I'm living on the third floor in a
Ouch.
what's it called? Build 6 floors up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That sucked carrying everything up a couple flights of stairs.
no. I've got 2 elevators.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good thing. Yeah, and I've been doing this floor all the way to both hallways, and my son's room is gonna be done next week. So yeah, so now I'm tinkering around with the setup a little bit. A friend of mine is making my logo for on the wall with RGB. He's doing that for me. So he's 3D printing all the stuff and the special letters and making a sign. He's doing that stuff. So
Man,
Yeah.
you gave me a
Looks good, man.
flashback.
oh, that looks nice, man.
In Germany, I got carried down 4 floors in Germany.
hmm
I was at this girl's house, well, apartment, I should say. And yeah, we were 4 floors up, and my back went out. And the paramedics and everybody in the ambulance, they had to carry me down because I couldn't stand up to get in the elevator. So they had to carry me down 4 flights.
Yeah, in my old
I
place,
was a lot thinner in the army, though. I was a lot
My-
thinner.
my old place, I lived 5 stories up, and we didn't have an elevator, and I was stuck in my house for 9 months. Couldn't walk.
Yeah, that
So
was
that's-
in Mannheim, Germany. Is where that was.
That's why I got this place. And I'm living about 5 minutes from the sea, so it's way better here. In the summertime, you can go at night, take a swim, and do everything, and it's very nice.
I was testing on some business cards Patrick sent me. I don't know what kind these are, but they're very thick. They're not real flimsy. Of course, I got that one wrong. Then I changed some settings. And I got that one wrong.
That's nice, Matt. Like a Matt, and the other side, turn it around.
That's freaking cool.
Hey, it's getting there.
That's looking better, but there's a white
Yeah.
spot on my mom and dad's head.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm changing settings. I'm trying different things. That's getting better.
That's cool.
That one, it started out wrong. I stopped it. I restarted the print. That's why there's all that white up there. That was screwed up.
That's nice.
But then by the time I done this one, I was
That's
getting
good
late. I
stuff to
turned off.
practice on now.
I turned off the computer, went to bed. But what I like about these, and maybe Patrick can tell me, these are very glossy when you engrave them, where most business cards are not glossy.
Yeah, it is glossy. You're right.
Yeah, those are my favorite. I get those from Amazon from one particular seller. They are my favorite business cards because they're thick and they leave, like when you drop it, you just know that it's nice and solid.
Yeah, but I'm saying once I engraved it, it's really glossy. It almost looks like I sprayed it with something. It's not flat. It's got a high gloss to it.
And if
But you
it's
could
gloss, I
send
would
me the
think
link
gloss
sometime.
would
I'd like to
affect
get
your
more of these.
settings.
These are really, really thick, nice cards.
Yeah.
I'll send you that link.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, like some of the sample ones, those are pretty thin.
Daniel Whitney, hello from the UK. Chris Mink, there you are. Yeah, I was telling Chris, I mentioned earlier that you bought a couple K1s, but I wasn't sure what type you bought. And one other thing I want to tell you, Chris, you were mentioning about my wastegate on my fiber when I hooked up the big fan, that one wastegate, if I have it open, be careful when you open the door. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right, because I opened the door the other day, and I almost ripped my fitting off the wall because I forgot to close the wastegate. Yeah, so I need to move that over more. Because Chris had mentioned that it looks like it was too close to the wall when I had the lever open. It was. Oh, they're Maxes? Okay, K1 Maxes. Cool.
I'm a little worried about my 8-inch because the mounting bracket looks so wide, and of course the 2x4 you're only dealing with it on the end, not even 2 inches really, because a 2x4 is really actually not a 2x4. So should I plywood and go across. What? Should I go across maybe 2 2x4s and then
Rick
mount it on
Griffin.
plywood? Patrick or whoever.
Say it again.
My exhaust fan is an 8-inch. The bracket looks pretty wide. So, a 2x4 is not actually 2 inches by 4 inches. It's a little thinner.
When you take out the center section to mount it on the wall, get a stud finder, find a stud, put 2 screws in a stud, and that'll hold it. And you can always use the little plastic anchors it comes with and put the other side in. But as long as you catch a stud, you'll be fine. I wouldn't just use the plastic spacers, stick them on the wall, and call it good. Or you can mount it to a piece of plywood, and then you have a larger area that you could grab 2 studs with if you wanted. Because your garage stud should be 16 on center.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary with 3D Prints. What's going on, bud?
I'm doing fine. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, maybe. I'm doing fine. How's everybody?
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Did you go live yesterday, Zach? I didn't see your live stream. Were you live yesterday?
No. Lately, I'm only live on purpose.
Okay.
Sounds weird. I know.
I think last week you went live on Sunday. Maybe it's Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, I think on Sunday, yes. And today, I did the unboxing of the EC3D K9. Not a dog. Maybe it barks. I don't know. But after the stream ended, I pressed in OBS. I pressed on end stream, and now I came back and I look at my screen and I was like, why do I see old chat? And I looked to the YouTube backend and I was like, oh, stream didn't end.
Double check it, man. It happened to me before.
I saw all chat passing by from people. Nobody was actually watching anymore.
I was playing video games on Twitch and I was doing some stuff and I fell asleep. And I ended my
those
stream
streams are
just
also
before.
very popular on TikTok.
Yeah, but I was like this for about 6 hours.
It's funny. It's funny. But yeah, I've got a K9. It's not a dog. But it was funny though.
Yeah, so guys, I got a lot of stuff still to do here. It was just a flyby for tonight. And
you're going to leave us?
Yeah. I still have to do some wiring, set up my Elgato stuff, my PlayStation, update all the stuff, and I'm working on the back. Look, got much more space now. Put in a whole new floor.
It's looking different.
Yeah, floor to house, and there's more space. So I can, when I got bigger projects, I can fold out a table, and there's another camera coming up here. There's a camera there, and there's another camera here. So yeah, and that one is gonna be with a camera. So I'm still working on the why. So 3D printing those zip tie holders for the back of the cabinets.
I almost asked you earlier about the TV on the wall monitoring the print, and I realized that's an OBS.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a TV on the wall. Yeah.
Jerry, I fully agree with you because I was like, oh, yeah, it's a flat screen on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's over the curtains. That's kind of a dead giveaway. But if you put it over by the printer, it's almost like you're monitoring it. Yeah.
Maybe like the. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check if it works. Where is it?
I just gave you a cracker. Go eat your food for tummies. I got that link. Thank you, Patrick.
I have to make it a little bit smaller than look. Just a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to be over the K1.
I see Trevor with Navarre 3D is selling his Ender 3s for $75 out of his store.
Wow, that's cheap.
Trevor with Navarre 3D. He used to come in here all the time. I'd show his store off on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
He's had some health issues lately, and I'm pretty sure that's why he hasn't been on.
So everybody have a good night and a good stream.
Take care, my friend. You have an awesome day. Thank you for dropping in.
Yeah, bye.
Take care. Same time next week, same bat channel.
Same that channel.
Yeah. I had to explain that to my wife the other day about bat channel.
Mr. Patrick, what are we engraving on?
It's scratch acrylic. Scratch acrylic. It's black with yellow underneath, and I'm trying to get an image to come out.
That sounds expensive, is it?
All right.
It's not cheap.
I've been looking at a lot of different AI programs online that you can use for free, and most of the pictures I'm generating look like cartoons. They don't look like real images. So I don't know if there is any of them that are free, which will generate something that looks like a real image.
Now, this picture, I've used it as like my standard picture.
Yeah, I've seen that around
testing photo engraving on business cards or wood or whatever, which with any of the lasers, it's just like my go-to because I know if I can get it to come out well, then I should be able to get any photo to turn out well. But the scratch acrylic does great with the fiber laser. I've got, let's see, I think I have a picture.
How are you getting picture-in-picture like that on StreamYard? Are you running it through OBS?
No, it's the A10 Mini.
Okay.
So with the fiber laser, Let me switch over. If you look at these two pictures here,
Wow.
you can get those to come out. I got them to come out great with the fiber lasers. Now I'm trying to get the LaserMatic to turn out as well as, or at least close to how the fiber laser did. See, it's black on one side and yellow on the other.
By the way, I'm jealous.
It almost looks like Go ahead.
Go ahead. Lightburn doesn't have a T-shirt in my size. Dang it.
There you go.
Cut the back out of a double X, Neil Pitt. Just wear a jacket.
This is the one. This was the one I got from LBX. It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, I looked on their website and they only go up to 3. So yes, I wear 4X.
Here you go. That's what you can do with Luban, with the laser. Oh, that's loud, very loud. Hello.
Hi.
That's not me.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was.
But so far, that picture's looking pretty good. The eyes look good. Normally, if the eyes look good, then the rest of the photo should be good.
And those are just assembled, you know. So you can use also CNC machines.
I need a Lubon tutorial. I have a pair of glasses for this one skull back there. It's a skull with glasses. So on the side of the head, there are little slots for the glasses to insert. But to try to print out the glasses, they're way too wide to fit on the bamboo plate.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to cut that into 3s. I don't know whether to use Lubon or something else.
Yeah, you can use it in cutting, but I never tried the sunglasses. I know a person who is literally an expert in it. I can get you in contact with him and can ask him the few questions about it. Are you a member of Luban group?
Yes.
Yeah, join their group. If you just post a question, what you're trying to do, and maybe somebody will have answers.
Yeah, I will tag him then.
I'll send you the file, Jerry. You can take a look at it. But it's just the glasses, instead of being like this, they're actually laid out so the temples are flat. So it's just one flat piece, and then you fold them up and slide them in. So I just need to cut it so I can just, instead of folding them, just glue the pieces together and then shove them on the skull.
I think you can separate them. I'm not sure. I think you can separate those two pieces and then you can use glue to put them together. Regular glue, like on the hinge. I will ask around for you.
You just want to cut the file and then print it?
I think so.
Bamboo Studio, drop it in Bamboo Studio and just cut it. They got a cut feature. Looks like 2 twin towers. Once you highlight it, at the very top bar, there'll be what looks like 2 twin towers. Click on it, put it where you want it, just cut it, and you just print them that way. It'll cut the key also. It'll cut the key if you need to.
Okay. I hadn't even investigated Bamboo Slicer yet. It was kind of an afterthought. I printed the skull, and they're like, well, I'll get around to the glasses later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more content out on the fiber laser. That's why I'm trying to get some settings down and figure things out so I can do another video. Because I feel bad if I'm not putting out at least something every week on it.
I just filmed an unboxing video on a couple packages that were sent in by viewers of my channel. And one is a box of rocks, basically. There's all this different obsidian, agate, I think jasper, and petrified wood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all in slabs. It's really cool stuff.
Nice.
Let me go back here. This is a piece of the petrified wood.
Let me change cameras here.
Cool. So basically, I'm going to do some laser testing and try to engrave this stuff.
Man, that looks like some cool stuff.
But I told the gentleman said that he included something in there that would help me identify the rocks and know a little more about them. And he sent me this book.
Nice.
So it's a nice book on all the different rocks. So that's cool. I'll get to learn something new.
The stuff that's on the cover, you see that all over the place.
You know, geology is not a real science, right? I'm just kidding. You know from where that comes from? Big Bang Theory?
Hey, Sergio, how you doing today, my friend?
There's another bigger piece of petrified wood.
That looks nice.
Yeah, Sergio and Chad, HVAC A to Z, he just did a really cool marble run. They posted pictures of them online. Really nice.
I wonder if petrified would be, so we don't even know what that, so you have no clue what the setting for, I mean, how do you even guess the setting for petrified wood?
It's millions of years old. I used to have a
Yeah.
big chunk in my mom's backyard in like a flower garden that she had around a tree, and she hired some plumbers years ago to do some work, and then
Rick, what are you doing?
it disappeared.
What are you doing? You're scraping something, aren't you?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Matt,
were sending something.
he gets irritated when he hears noises.
Oh, okay. I was
Matt
listening to
gets
that.
irritated when he hears noises.
Oh man, I shouldn't listen to my own voice then. Damn, I can hear something,
He's
but I don't know
always
where
got
it comes from.
Printer noise in the background when he's streaming.
Why do you think I have that on? So if I sit in front of the computer and they're running full speed, I had listened to music, so I had drowned them out, you know.
We've got 35 people watching right now, 25 on YouTube and 10 on Twitch.
Thank you, Zachary.
And Richard's a comedian.
And we'll do the giveaway in about a half hour, and you have to be present to win.
Oh yeah, let me enter.
Yeah, Polymaker, I got a code, and they allowed me to order more filament. They paid for the filament and shipping. So I'm a partner with them, and I want to do a really big Betty Boop for my wife. And what determined how big I would make it is I want to print everything on the bamboo. I didn't want to have to cut the head. I don't want to have to cut the head and glue it back together. So I turned it diagonally, and I forget how big it is, but I went pretty darn big. But the arms and the legs I had to cut because they were a little bit too tall for the bamboo, even if I angled them. And I didn't have enough filament. Out of the 9 rolls of filament that I got one cream color, one black, one red, and a couple other colors. I wound up having to order 2 more cream off Amazon. I had to pay for it, and I had to pay for another black because I went with gyroid infill, anywhere between 5 and 15% on the parts. And gyroid looks pretty, but it eats up the filament. Aside from all the layer changes, it took 3.5 days to print this because it's got to change color so many times. And then I wound up using a magnet off my hot end. I need another magnet, so I got to tape shut. And then my filament hub, I've been having trouble with the hub. So
there you go.
It looks like a bag of lucky strikes from here.
It's basically the keychain what I've been making. I made 2 kilos of 300 grams already in 3 days.
That's a lot of keychains.
Yeah. Well, they're going to go to a good cause. They go to veterans. You know, the Royal British Legion.
I'm teasing,
Copy
Richard.
appeal. That's what it's going for. I donate them in October. Everything what I make, I'm gonna store them under my stairs. Hopefully, my wife allows me. Otherwise, I have to store them somewhere and make some room for some other things away. So I hope I'm gonna get lots of them done.
Is that material? Is that material a plastic?
Yes.
Okay.
Because anything for our veterans, you know, that did serve in war, and so we can live our way of life, what we do now.
It's not too bad. It's getting there.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
Freaking cool.
Is that the same stuff that Rich was talking about when he done the door hangers? That's like $20 a sheet.
Probably so. Yeah, because I think we both got sample packs of the same stuff.
That's scratchy, right?
Yeah, it's scratch acrylic is what it's called.
Yeah. We used to get that as kids where it would be like a wax coating on the top and you scratched it with a pen. And you make art. That was like back in the 70s.
I've got scratch paper off Amazon, and your fingernails, you can real easily scratch it. There's a black surface comes off, but that stuff that he's holding is extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's the same concept, though. It's just a different color layer on top to cut through.
It won't scratch off with your fingernail. It's pretty stuff. Yeah.
Nikita, no.
Actually, laminated two different materials. It's not even painted on, right?
Yeah, that other stuff, I'm not sure what it is. It's
Yeah, it's like two different layers of acrylic smashed together.
Okay.
It's not. It's the same concept, though, as the old scratch.
If it's two acrylics smashed together, why not get similar acrylics and smash them together? I mean, you'd be able to buy the glue. Yeah.
Same concept as scratch and sniff.
What I've found, I've tried to do that, and I end up at the glue layer. If your engraving doesn't go deeper than the glue layer, you can see it. I've tried to do some 3D engraving by stacking a couple different types of acrylic together, and you can definitely see the glue layer. So I mean, you could do it. You just got to make sure you get all the way through that glue layer. Otherwise, you'd see it.
Yeah, the bubbles is the problem, I guess.
But yeah, you can still do it.
I put a painted tile on my fiber laser and I tried to engrave it and it didn't come out very well. And I took a painted tile or a tile that wasn't painted. It was porcelain and the fiber laser wouldn't even touch it.
Oh, I just came on an idea, Patrick. How about liquid resin, right? And get them a clear resin, black resin, and then whatever color you want, and then make the first flat layer on a mirror, and then put the second one on top of it, and then take it off, and then laser that.
Yeah,
that would work.
If you think
this way, you don't have any glue layer in between, and it's liquid resin at first, so the curing process
might be very toxic. Laser engraving it possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you got the equipment.
Got to be toxic, period.
Yeah. But
there's several materials we cannot laser because it'll kill you.
Yeah, but don't you have ventilation?
Just like PVC is high on the list. If you laser PVC, it's got
it releases chlorine gas.
Even if it sucks it all outside, then your neighbor's breathing it. So yeah, certain things you don't want to touch.
With acrylic, it's acrylonitrile is what it releases, and it can cause, if you inhale a healthy dose of it, it can cause some systematic symptoms.
Yeah, let's not do
that. You
bad
want
idea,
good
guys.
But resin, I'm not sure about.
I noticed Laser Everything had 6 people on the other day, and they're all wearing glasses, Alex and everybody. But I don't know if his were reading glasses or they were computer glasses. I didn't ask him in chat, but I was gonna ask him how many of you guys didn't wear glasses before you got into all your laser work.
3D printing resin.
Yeah, that is a big group, man. We need to catch up to that group.
Are we friends, Patrick, on Facebook?
I don't know.
I am.
If so,
we should be.
Otherwise, send me a friend request or send me a message, and I will hook you
up.
3D. I will talk to a person what may be able to give you some resin. So you
friend
can try
request
it out for yourself. All right.
Pretty sure that was you. Yeah, 22 mutual friends.
Yeah. Here's a link. If anybody like to drop in, you're welcome to do so and hang out. If you're talking about what we're talking about, and I know who you are, I'll bring you in on camera.
All right.
I started out with laser everything.
Homemade
plywood. The first year.
I've been thinking about doing layered plywood like you're doing with that acrylic and using it on the CNC, like making it myself with thin layers of like maple and black walnut, and then CNCing the different layers so you get the same thing as you're doing with the laser. But I see the same issue. You got to get past the glue layer.
Acrylic
Speaking of
pouring in a
that-
while, Tom.
Huh?
You haven't done any acrylic pouring lately.
No,
You see
Yeah,
the depth in that?
it's too cold out in the garage to pour resin.
Yeah, I tried to do
it, but it's still too
I tried to
cold.
do that twice, and I showed you what happened.
That's pretty
What's
cool.
What's with 2 epoxy resin?
Let me see.
What's
I got
that worth,
another
2?
one here.
Patrick, don't
Maybe.
you have a 2000 watt laser?
Yes.
What have you
So
done
this
with
was
that?
done with the LaserMatic.
Oh, okay. But what have you,
I
what
was
have you
ex-
done with that 2000 watt?
It's too
Not
cold
that
to
I
do
wrote-
anything outside.
What
So
type
it's
of
like-
metal? LaserMatic did it. What kind of metal is that?
Oh, this is wood.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yep, that is 6mm birch plywood.
okay.
You said you got to use your 2000 outside.
Well, here for comparison, here's the same design on brass.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet. That is much nicer.
Yeah,
And that was done what?
Is
I
that
did that.
lasered or CNC'd?
Fiber laser.
laser,
Lasered.
120 watt fiber, but it took a good bit of depth out of that.
Yeah, that's freaking. It's worth it though. That's pretty cool.
I want to see what your 2000 will do.
I got to figure out what I can do with that little laser pecker more than what I'm doing. Not that it's
Hey, Steven.
doing anything wrong. It's actually perfect for what I need, but I want it to do more.
One of these days, I'll get into CNC. One
I
of
got,
these
that
days.
I got a SaneSmart 4040 in the garage with a Makita router on it, and I haven't been out there in a year. It's been a complete year since I've done anything, making any signs. It's small. It's got a small build volume, but it looks like a Onefinity. You know, the Onefinity is like the dream machine. That's like $4,000. And this looks like a mini version of it.
Yeah.
And then Tom's
In
got a good
all honesty, with those lasers you have now, there's pretty much nothing you can't laser that a CNC can do. But the only thing I'm concerned with is if you're going to do woods that might actually burn, like literally start on fire. Other than that, I would just laser. Especially since you've got, if you could do that on freaking brass, you can easily do that in wood.
I can't wait to fire it, my bad boy. Oh, and they also messed up my shipment. I'm still waiting for 3 gallons of antifreeze. That's a question, Patrick. On your CO2, do you use antifreeze or you just use distilled water?
Distilled water with like a tablespoon of bleach in it.
So then I'm wondering why they offered the antifreeze then.
Just some people keep them in their garages and they can drop below freezing, so they put the antifreeze in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on your location.
Yeah, antifreeze has anti-rust and anti-corrosions built into it too, which is just what I use in my CNC spindle on antifreeze.
Well, I got it done China Special on this Ohm Tech, and it actually came with 4 gallons free. So, free is a good, I like that price.
The thing people don't realize about antifreeze is distilled water transfers heat way better than antifreeze does. Antifreeze is has a 20 to 25% decrease in heat transfer.
Yeah,
so you either need to pump it faster or just not let it get that hot that it needs to carry that much heat away.
This isn't regular antifreeze though; it's made exclusively for lasers.
Yeah.
And everything states don't put regular antifreeze to a laser.
What, Matt?
Well, I got rid of all everyday antifreeze.
What he's working on? That's what I'm asking him.
What's who working on?
Zachary.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm working on the K9. Is it disturbing?
Yeah, a little bit. But
No.
but I'm just curious of what you're working on. I mean, K9, all right. What seemed to be the problem?
It's the second print that I run,
Okay.
but it seems to be digging into the bed.
Ah.
Bad printer. Bad printer.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
Patrick,
black one.
Yeah.
on Lightburn, once they release the new beta that we're all testing, we'll just keep the version that we have, or do we install the new one on top of it once they release it?
Install the new one on top of it.
Okay.
Yep.
Occasionally with the beta that I'm using, like you, I get glitches where my screen ain't there on the right side. My cuts and layers might be invisible, so I got to click off of it, come back to it, then it repopulates. I've had a few things where there's nothing there; it's just a blank screen.
Yeah, I've had a few gremlins like that. Like when you open it up, stuff not being in the spot where it should be.
Yeah.
Like, why is that not there? And it's on the other side. But
Patrick, do you know the reason why it seems they'll never add network capabilities to Lightstream? I mean, Lightburn? Lightstream.
for which lasers?
Any of them. I mean, because I don't see where they have network capabilities. Just, everything's like USB.
You can network over for the diodes and CO2s. Fiber is too much data to process.
So if I have somebody run a network cable to my garage,
Hey,
I
too,
don't
Ben.
have one there yet. I've been thinking about it, but I'm like, because I'm not going to climb my attic. Too big. Anyways, I'm gonna have to have somebody, to run a cable to my router. And you're saying it will work. In other words, I'll be able to sit in my office and look at my laser on the CO2.
Yeah, are you talking about for a camera?
No, I'm talking about sending in something to it. I already got my material on the bed, and sending something from Lightburn.
His hobby room is in his backyard where he's at, and his CO2 is in his garage, and he'll burn a lot of calories walking back and forth constantly.
No, it's just either that or I'm going to constantly have to go back and forth with a laptop into the garage. I'm trying to avoid a third laptop.
Personally, if I'm running my CO2 or a diode, I'm always right there with it, just because of the chance of fire.
That too, but I'm just saying to send the file to the CO2, to get it started. Yes, then once I got it started, I immediately would go out to the garage.
Yeah.
When I ran my CNC in the garage, my SaneSmart, and I want to be in here and not be out there for 8 hours where it's noisy and I'm on my computer out there, I pull up StreamYard on the computer out there offline. I got a camera looking at my work in case I want to film it. Then I can come in the house, pull up StreamYard offline, have a second window. I can watch Netflix and I can monitor what's happening in the garage. I got a camera looking at the machine.
Yeah, or that too. But still, that's what I'm saying. I don't see where Lightburn has network capabilities like a Bamboo does. Like with Bamboo, I can pull up my Bamboo on my phone. I can pull it up on the computer in my office. I can shut it down remotely. I don't see where you can do that with Lightburn. That's what I'm trying to say.
And as far as for my fiber laser and my Raleigh that I have here, I've got like a 25-foot USB cable running around the room so I don't step on it and it's into my computer in this room. And if I go too far, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, I got a USB to that Raleigh back there. I got a USB cable plugged right into this laptop.
Hey, I'm going to send you the link, Kenny, so you can see how to set Lightburn up over the internet with your. You have I'm assuming you have the Ruida controller, so I'll send you a link on how to set it up.
All right, thank you. Are you sending that to my Facebook? Are you sending that to my?
Yeah, I'll send it to your Facebook.
All right, thank you.
Then I've got a 7-port, I think it's a 7-port powered hub in there that I plug everything into. I need a couple more ports. So rather than buying a bigger one and crashing that, I just grabbed what was it, 4-into-1? 4-into-1, not powered and plugged into it, and then it worked fine like that. That way, if I can have both machines hooked up at once in case I want to use them at the same time. Then I got a C920 camera. I set either on a chair, a trash can, or a ladder to film what I'm doing.
I'm still thinking about doing a 2-foot Our Father, 2-foot, maybe a 3-foot.
Yeah.
Where would I put it?
They're complete.
No, I
I
know
just
they
sent you the complete instructions. You just have to, choose an IP address for your Ruida and tell Lightburn what that is, and then you can get them connected.
All right. I still gotta get a camera for it.
Then, when you install the device, you install it as not a USB cable, but the networked device.
And you put a Lightburn compatible camera on your fiber laser, right? On one of them?
Yeah.
How often do you use it?
Depends on the project. Every once in a while I use it, but I've ended up bumping it out of the line so many times that lately I haven't been using them.
Yeah, you seem like you got a camera on everything.
But you bend over to try to get something lined up and smack your hat or your head into your camera, and then you bump it out of alignment. But that's because the machines that I'm using them on don't have necks where you can mount a camera right on the neck between the source and the galvo head. So I ended up putting it on the outside and then bump into it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the UV galvos do and what's the benefit. We haven't researched it enough.
Big benefit is glass.
Glass? Okay.
They can mark metal, and depending on what wattage you get, you can deep engrave in metal.
By the way, I was telling Jerry before the show. I already got a order for when I do get my gavel, and I told him because my neighbor, he's a district rep, factory rep for a pool heater company. Like a big pool heater company. He's got all kinds of firearms across the street, and he was over checking the garage I was painting yesterday, and he already said, "Yeah, I want you to do some etching for me." So I already got work, and I don't even have a damn laser.
That's good.
But I told him, I said, "Let me get good first." He goes, "Yeah, by all means. No rush."
Yeah,
So
I don't want to practice on your stuff. I need to practice on some other stuff.
Yeah, I have my own stuff. And
that's big box of poop there, Jerry.
Yeah.
You guys
can there on the screen for the last 20 minutes. I didn't realize it by the noise that the poop chute was backed up with filament, clogging it up. So I had to clear it so I can let it resume. But it's resumed, and there's a big blob right on the nozzle. So hopefully it'll get hot enough it can pull out of it without doing a layer shift.
Amazon does sell modes that some people or some of the guys on Bamboo were basically you got to have like a stove or probably some kind of hot thing to melt it down. You can use it in molds, your poop.
Talking about Amazon, 3 people just bought me some key rings. I thank you very much for it. And I don't know who bought it, so I can't thank you over the air, but by next week I should know who did it, hopefully. Unless I go, don't want to be mentioned, But thank you very much. It will help a lot. 700 key rings I will get.
It never hurts to ask. There's always people who are willing to help if they can.
Yeah, like I said, it's for veterans, the Royal British Legion Poppy Appeal. And I'm basically printing from now till October, November and produce key rings and fridge magnets. And yeah.
Wow.
And I have already 2.5 almost 2 kilos and 300 grams of key rings, and it's very heavy. And that's how they look. So yeah. Oh, that's the magnet, and that's the keyring.
That's nice.
Thank you.
So what did they
Yeah.
buy you? The split rings for the key rings?
Yes, or they buy me the filament so I can print them.
Ah, okay.
You know.
Nice.
I
Awesome.
spend my time and electric on it and maintenance on the printers. So, but I do put in my own filament inside too. Whatever I have left over of my other spare projects, I put that in there too, and leftovers. So anything gets used for it, for that project. So I make as much as possible.
There was a Patreon on Facebook yesterday. I seen Patrick on one of the laser groups. I'm trying to find it. I was going to ask you about it, what you thought about it. It's like $5 a month on the Patreon, but they talk about explaining how they do a lot of things in videos and different files. And I don't remember which one it was now.
Was that Laser Anything?
No, it wasn't them. Another thing I hate about Facebook is you're looking at something on the screen and you scroll past, you're like, wait a minute, I want to look at that again. You scroll back up and it's already gone.
Yep.
Then you never see it again. Unless you commented on it and somebody commented back, then you can go back to the comment.
Right.
Heads into the abyss.
Yeah. It's got all kinds of little quirks I don't like about. By the way, do you guys filter your Facebook?
I don't know. What do you mean filter it?
There is a free app. He does take donations. Facebook Purity. Have you tried it? It gets rid of the ads, cleans it up. If somebody even leaves your friends list, it will let you know somebody left. But yeah, it's called Facebook Purity. It's free, but he does take donations.
Yeah, I don't remember what laser site it was, but on the main page right away, I noticed that they talk about a Patreon they have. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I see 0 ads on Facebook.
Also, several filament companies already donated some filament also towards that. One company, Anycubic, donated a couple rolls of filament. I'm in negotiation with several other companies. Hopefully, they will do the same. And I'm pretty sure with Polymaker, whatever, mostly I put in front of them and talk to them about it, what I'm doing. Most likely, I hope, fingers crossed, they will get me on this project too. So
another thing, Patrick, when somebody on a group like Jeremy Wagner here is showing a picture of a depth map of the Grim Reaper, and he's showing the depth map on screen, can you save that file and print it straight from that or no?
Pardon me?
It's going to depend on what resolution he uploaded it. Like, or are you talking about just taking a screenshot?
Yeah, like right clicking it and save. Well, let's see, is that an option to save? You'd have to
just depends.
save image as, but it's going to save it, I believe, as a JPEG. Yeah.
He might not have uploaded at high quality.
I actually got expired from last week from you guys, Patrick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm only a member of 2 Patreons on the net. The LA Hobby Guy and Patrick are the only 2 Patreons I'm a member of.
Thank you.
I very rarely do Patreons.
Yeah, mine's starting to add up.
Well, I used to be on the Star Wars group of their Patreon a long time ago. Mr.
Yeah,
Bagley.
me too.
I'm trying to get more free files or more benefit out there to my patrons. Like I don't have near the amount that like Rich would have. But if we're just starting out, I think I'm doing okay.
Can you take any image into a laser file, or I mean, like, let's say, could you make this example with a flower on it and make a keychain out of with the laser?
Yeah.
Should be able to do, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just take a picture of it, drop it in, and trace it.
With the right software,
Or-
I'm sure you can do anything.
And then depends on what material you want, how you want it to look.
All right. Yeah, probably wood or stone in the future. I thought about to get a laser too, because I know my wife. She asked me a few times to get her a laser, so she can play around with it, and maybe in the future I will buy one. I was hoping for the focus one, just to test out the water for the lasers. You know, I want to get first the cheap
focus
one.
laser was a joke. I had a focus laser. I reviewed it. It's way up off the build plate. You got this much laser, open air. It's no.
Yeah, I was hoping to win one at that time, so
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was any good or not. So
I mean,
I'm
it worked.
totally unexperienced.
It worked. But ladies and gentlemen, Tuba in 3D. Hey, bud, what's going on?
Hey,
Here's some. I got some aluminum stock off Amazon, real cheap, Patrick. There's a website that I seen online. I forget the company name, but if you buy a couple bars from them, they're reasonably priced. But then shipping is $20. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. $20. So I bought the whole thing off Amazon. I don't remember what they were. They're like $12 or $13 free shipping because I have Prime. So I'm going to cut them down, and then I'll drill them on my drill press. That way I can do similar to what Jeremy's doing, where he puts his material between two that are stacked on each other.
Yeah.
Like an ice.
Yep.
So I thought about doing a video on it, but I don't know if it'd be worth doing a video on it. But instead of paying $20 shipping plus paying $15 to buy them, just buy the stock, cut them down, drill them yourself.
Given how much those vices cost, the material vice for the fiber,
yeah,
I think it would definitely be worth a video.
Yeah.
Hello, Parkway. Thank you for having me on the stream again.
Can barely hear you, Ken. Oh, he's on the phone, I guess. Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm going to head out.
Well, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Keep up the great work on those cutting boards. Keep those videos coming. I enjoy watching them.
All right. Later, guys.
Take care.
See you.
Got to figure out what I'm going to cut it on. My miter saw might whack it, cut it. I got a small band saw. I might try that. I don't know yet.
also, I'm thinking about to do a 24/7 stream. Just people can come and to my Twitch site and have a look what I'm printing basically for the charity project.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nice.
So people can see what I'm doing with the filament, you know, and the key rings. And every week I plan to do a weigh-in of how much I produced in a week. So, yeah.
If any of you would like a chance in winning a roll of Polymaker, do a hashtag Polymaker in chat. You must be present to win. Anywhere that Polymaker will ship, you can have it shipped to you. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. They have a great filament. I love it. I am currently printing a large Betty Boop, which is almost done for my wife out of a bunch of filament they had sent me, but dummy me didn't get enough filament of the right color, so I had to go buy 3 rolls off Amazon and pay for it. So, but they've been sponsoring all of my projects lately.
I'm going to have to jump off here and go eat an early dinner. Being called. So
you have a good day.
Thanks for having me on. Hope you guys have a good afternoon.
In 4 hours, Patrick will be back on, everybody. Check him out on YouTube. Him and Rich LA Hobby Guy will be on. Have a hangout stream going on after a bit. So,
yep. And it's going to be all 3 channels. So you can check it out on my channel or LMR or Rich's.
All right. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you dropping in.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. Bye-bye. And here we go. Let's draw a winner, guys. Everybody count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
4. I said 4. I love you guys.
Zachary, 3D print. Congrats, Zach. Congratulations.
Again. Said somebody rigged?
That was obviously a joke, but yeah.
When did you win last?
Last week, but I said re-roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to rig it through StreamYard. I don't know any way to rig it.
I know. As I said, that was just a joke. It was my bad. Probably came out a bit wrong.
Tuban, did you
Hello.
ever use the Polymaker filament?
Yeah, I have used a lot of it. Yep.
Oh.
I've currently printed the RC car and everything like that in it.
Do you want to keep it, Zach, or do you want to give it away? You want me to re-roll? You can keep it.
Yeah, re-roll, of course.
You sure?
Yeah, why not?
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're re-rolling. Zach wants to give it to someone else. Be sure you thank Zach. Whoever wins. Daddy Wazzy, the creator, are you in chat? Daddy Wazzy, are you in chat? He's watching on Twitch. There he is. There he is. Congratulations, Daddy Wazzy. Right up here is my email. Email me and say hi. Let me know that that you want it, and then I'll send you the link from Polymaker later so you can order what you like. Congratulations. Very cool. Compliments of Zach.
You're welcome. But especially also Polymaker.
Yes, Polymaker sponsored a filament. Zach won it and donated it, so congratulations.
Excellent filament, Polymaker.
Yeah,
Good quality.
Definitely excellent filament.
Most colors of any company what's out there. There have many different ASA, ABS, PETG, PLA.
My big alien I done on Polylite, and I'm using Polylite right now. I got like 9 spools from them that they sent me that I requested, and I'm doing the Betty Boop in it right now.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jerry. Yesterday I was bringing something in from the garage, to get out of the way, from painting. I knocked over my quick draw Madraw and my foghorn leghorn, and they bit it. And I had to break out the glue and fix them, just like your alien. How you got your alien over. Yeah, I had to say. Yeah, I looked down at the ground and said, well, he's missing a foot now. Foghorn's missing his bell tethers and his butt. So yeah, to glue it back on.
Okay, was it also a foot long drop?
It was about a foot. I mean, it was just off. I have that stuff sitting on my entertainment system. What? Oh, you guys making a joke?
He mentioned as he broke off a foot, he mentioned foot drop.
No, foot long drop.
Foghorn, Foghorn, the cartoon. Yeah,
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
broke off a foot because I got Looney Tunes stuff on my in front of my sound bar underneath my big screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got like Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd,
cool,
Coyote, and Roadrunner, all of them. That I printed on the bamboo. The bamboo doesn't just sit there. I do print. But yeah, most of my stuff is in my living room.
Yeah, currently, my P1S is turned off.
Well, it's silent. Fun. Did we lose Patrick?
Yep.
All right.
I like
he had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to go eat dinner. He said.
Yeah. Before the thing tonight. Yeah. That was my other.
And also
my only other friend, the Stinking Valley, my pod's friend. Yeah, he's closing sooner than he thought. He sold his house in 2 hours from going live. 2 hours. He's down there by you, man.
Guys, Jedi, are you in chat? I'm looking at your email. Because I lost the magnet, not in the cover, but the hot end side of it where the extruder is. One of those little magnets go in there. So I don't know if they're both across from each other. I don't know if they're the same size. So if I had the cover, I would have to probably break it out. They could just use a little magnet, but all 4 magnets are in my cover. But I appreciate the offer. Because it's the top right corner. When you take off the hot end and then you're looking at your extruder, the top right corner is the one I'm missing. And I didn't think the tape was going to hold it, but I got some Kapton tape and I tried a few tries holding it on real good. Then I taped it and it seems to be holding it fine. But obviously, I don't want to have a $1,600 printer with tape on it, holding it together. But I appreciate
nice.
Yeah, I didn't get to tell our guru about my pledge. Dang it. Oh
well, he'll be on later. Him and Rich are live streaming. And
yeah, but they'll be live streaming. I'll just be in chat.
3.5 hours.
Are you gonna be on? Are you gonna be live this time, or are you just gonna be?
No, I'm not gonna be on with him.
Are you gonna be in chat?
Yeah.
Okay. What about poster guy? Because I didn't see him in the introduction thing.
Jeremy. Jeremy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be on with them or not.
Yeah.
I didn't see his logo listed.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's another thing I got to work on, my logo.
I don't know if you guys heard it, but I'm going also to Rocky Mountains Rap Fest.
Congrats. Awesome.
I want to go so bad with that so weekend of our picnic.
Yeah, the thing is, I got from one of the companies that I contacted it. They gave a green light for partially sponsoring. I'm waiting on another company to also check with their departments, and yeah, I was like, I'm going to book the ticket so that I am having the best possible deal. Not waiting till.
How do you promote the companies for something like that? If they pay for you to go, when you do the videos, you plug them heavily. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, in general, I usually record every single booth and stand and highlight. But in this case, I made two special tiers, like wearing some merch, highlighted even more, maybe making so much content that I can make a separate video out of it, so that they get their highlighted spot in a separate video, and also mentions during the trip and stuff on social media.
Zach, I got an idea. Why don't you go booth to booth and do 30 seconds? Give me 30 seconds.
No, that is already done. That's already
done. I know.
I mean, the idea is cool. But
you think you'd get upset if you did that?
Just call it something different. Joel did 60 seconds. Tripod did it. I forget what Tripod called it. And yeah, it's pretty cool to do. A minute, when you think about it, a minute's actually a long time. But if you just got to know what you want to say and spit it all out.
Yeah, and also the thing is that if you have like 60 stands on Earth or Smurf or whatever, it's going to be an hour video, and that is I don't know, I'm not really sure if everybody is going to watch a 60-hour YouTube video.
Or are you taking a laptop so when you go back to your room you can download everything off your camera, and then, or how are you doing that? Is that how you're doing it?
I did that on Formnext to push out a video the same day, but also missing out on hanging out with people. I can push it out, but I'm going to do that afterwards.
One thing I think you should do that a lot of people don't do is if you're going to go booth to booth and film everything, just because it don't interest you and you want to walk past the booth, somebody else might be watching and want to see what you just walked past. So try to focus on a little bit. Don't move the camera. Let people get a good look at things. Then move to the next one. Even if it don't interest you, somebody else might be interested.
Because from the other trips that I saw with people, they have the interviews and showcasing some of the parts. But I'm this guy that just is there as a visitor and record the whole thing as much as possible, so that people get the walk by, pass by, hey, this is interesting, I want to watch that, kind of vibe. Because I
By
make a
the
lot
way,
of videos, but I am a shy guy.
Yeah, I'm not. Unfortunately.
Zach is God, what do I keep having a brain fart with their name? Has Frozen sent you a Arco, right? They
No,
haven't.
I asked the CEO when I talked to him at Forum Next, but after that, nothing. So my channel isn't big enough for that, so I don't
Yeah.
bother.
Zach
Did
does a lot
you?
of videos on different companies, but he's showing the commercial stuff off their website, talking about it, and doing discussions on a lot of things. That's because for products he doesn't have. A lot of
Yeah,
companies.
so in that way, people are informed, and I don't have to, pay for everything that I want to just highlight,
Yeah.
And the basic thing is my room is not that big, but also I used to call them always closer look videos, but people are so so angry about it sometimes that they say like, oh, I thought that this was going to be a review. And I'm like, no, this isn't a review. Almost every single time of those closer look videos, I say what I do. It's a reaction video. It's what my thoughts and ideas about this printer is. Just like
Yeah.
I did with the Creality K1 and compared it a little bit like, hey, Creality, is this a clone of the Bamboo Labs? Please don't tell me that this is a clone, something like that. And then my contact
That's what
with
everybody keeps
Creality,
thinking about the Arco. But the Arco is, then other people keep
it's also
saying
not like that. It does
it's
Well,
look,
not. Huh.
but it
the
isn't.
Cheaty printers have been out and around longer than the Bamboo for that type of enclosed Core XY. Just like I have the Cheaty iFast behind me, which is a big rectangular bed. Then they came out with their X Plus line, but they still weren't copying Bamboo because they already had that stuff out. And I've seen a few content creators say they're copying Bamboo. No, they're not. If they would research it, they were already out. They just came out with another line that's shaped like a square box, but they're not copying anybody on that because they already had their products out. But
And on that note, Jerry, if you are looking to your iFast and compare it with the new machine that you got, you saw that they already were going more in the direction of the color combination.
yeah,
I mean, like if I'm going to compare this look more the same, like the combination of this one together with that this one together with that one, and basically it doesn't have a color multicolor thing. It's just a printer that is fast and it prints fine, no problems.
yep.
I know.
My
Now,
X Plus 3 that I reviewed, my wife was in the live stream with me when I unboxed it. And the first print I had trouble with, they had other filament in it. And anyway, it wasn't PLA. I think it was ABS or something. So when I tried to print PLA, it was instantly clogged because it wasn't getting hot enough. And it was a pre-release, meaning they recalled a bunch of them. They sent them out to people that had bought them and content creators, but they didn't send me another one. The bed was getting warped on the pre-release. They didn't have metal carbon. They had carbon fiber rods on mine, like and where yours had steel, they're stainless steel.
Yeah.
And the hot end, I believe the nozzle, you take a picture for me one time. Yours is on the front or the side, and mine's in the back. It's just a lot of things are different on it. The fan, I think they quieted down on yours. Mine's very loud, and it just doesn't print like I would like it to print. But when I contacted them, they wouldn't send me the newer version. They wouldn't send me the Max like I wanted. And it is what it is. So whatever.
But on the side note, on the the closer look videos, after the last couple of replies or comments, I decided to call it Z3DP Reacts. So every single video, I just renamed it, and just like last week, I pushed out 3 videos, one intentional, on purpose, and one it was just to help out somebody in the comment section. But now lately, I don't want to do a lot of those reaction videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a reaction this July when I get my 2 Arcos. I pledged for 2.
I don't get the kind of views I would like on 99% of my videos, but I've got over 400 videos on my channel, and I do live streams every week. So I've got a lot of different types of content. And I don't know. And all my, just like with resin videos, and all videos that I put out, I always say something in there that you may not know, rather than here, look what I printed. I try to explain my process on all the resin videos anyway. But I haven't done any resin printing in a couple of months. I got so many prints. There's nothing out there. I feel like, oh my God, I got to print that and do a video on it. It's just, I got so much.
Yeah, and also the thing was that, and I think in 2000, when I was watching the Creality live stream with announcing their new printers, I was looking around on YouTube, but I saw nowhere those type of reaction videos, and I was like, hey, I find something that I can do. And nowadays, I see a lot of YouTube channels doing the same thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of reaction videos I see for things that are going to come out, and if the content creator didn't get it and they're getting ready to release it, he'll put an action. He'll talk about it like he has one, but of course he says he doesn't. It's just talking about all the specs, because not everybody goes and looks at the specs and they don't know these things. So if you've researched it, you got all the tabs on your computer open, why not do a video and you can talk about what you've learned? Because people may not know that, or if they did go to the page, they didn't read everything very well, and you can explain it in more detail, and then you'll get, hopefully, you get a lot of people get a lot of thumbs up on it.
And also the thing was, at that moment I didn't have so much subscribers, and I was like, yeah, I know that my channel isn't in the spotlight of any brand at that moment, so I just can make videos about those machines and give my thoughts and ideas about it, and in the process, and just doing research and stuff like that. I got a lot of hates in the comments about that. You don't have actually the printer. Yeah, I know, but some of the closer look video printers I do have, like that one.
Hey, Red Light, how you doing?
And one other thing. Oh, and there are some people also making reaction videos, and they can actually make the promise that the brand is going to send him or her this type of 3D printer. Yeah, I couldn't do that at that moment. And I'm also not the guy that says, this is my reaction and I'm going to buy it.
I've tried to get my wife involved in many different hobbies, and she's not interested. Hey, she could have a YouTube channel. If she doesn't want to be on screen like a lot of people that are camera shy, you don't have to have your face on screen. You can talk, just show your hands and do what you're doing and kind of chat about what you're doing or your process. You don't have to have your face on camera. A lot of people do not have their face on camera. They just talk.
You can literally, Jerry, you can literally make a brand new channel from scratch without showing your face, without you even talking. You write a script, you can make a video in like maybe 4 or 5 minutes videos. And then say, like, after a couple of months or years, depending on how fast the channel grows, and like, hey, this was my second channel. Something like that.
Or even have an AI voice. Rumble, I think it is. I did open up an account on Rumble. I put like 3 videos on it, but I haven't checked it in probably a month. I don't know if I even uploaded it correctly, but I don't do much with Rumble.
No, I also checked out after the 3D print general issue. I also checked out Rumble, but I it's not my thing. It's not I stick with YouTube, and I hope will be the same as always, and just improving the small things,
Yeah, Red Light. I know that you emailed me about the Prusa but I really don't want to ship it across the country. It costs too much to ship it because the tower's on it. I have to take it apart. So I'll probably sell it locally. If and when that happens, I'm not sure. You never know. You might come down and like it when you do come down, and you find a way to put it in your suitcase. I don't know. But yeah, I'll wait and see. I need to clean it up.
Prusa?
Run a print on it. A Prusa Mini that I have. It's got a leg kit on it, leg extension kit on it, and they've got new software out that I have not put on it that will make it run a lot faster.
Yeah, two printers I've never owned yet: Prusa or Creality.
So
And I originally started with Creality having CR10s, and then I had Enders, and I had a lot of Enders. I bought a lot of them secondhand from a auction house, and then I eventually got away from Creality. Then they had a new Ender. They had a new Ender 3 they came out with. They need to get rid of the name Ender, because I'm really irritated. They've had 1,000 printers and they're calling them Enders with all these different codes and numbers, and everybody's confused. Don't even call it Enders. That was then. This is now. Just get away from it. And then Comgro came out with a new printer. They took off the cross brace on the top to make it look unique. They don't have no cross brace on top of the printer. It's just run straight up, and that's in open air. So they're, I guess, trying to find a way to be different on a bed slinger.
And I've never owned it. Another thing, we don't seem to have a lot of Delta users here.
I have a Delta right here. FL Fun Delta belongs to my wife. I gave it to her. I forget which Delta is. Smaller Delta. I forget which one that is. The Q's.
I remember one person had a tall one of those tall ones.
Mitch?
It might be. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, what's bad about a Delta, since they have really long arms, if you want a big print, it's got to be a really tall Delta. I mean, it's got to be really big.
And it's got to be skinny, because the base is not that big.
Yeah, round.
So basically, you got to do a vase.
Mhm.
Or some kind of statue.
Tube and 3D, I think I interrupted you. You were going to say something?
no, I was just agreeing that I never had any creativity 3D printers or Prusa printers or anything like that. I started with an Artillery Genius. I got another Artillery Genius and a Sidewinder X1. And then earlier this year, I got a Bamboo. That is basically all of the printers that I've had. The Bamboo, I have actually realized, is one of the better things because I have just been able to print things so much faster on it compared to the other prints. However, it has also taught me that I can actually speed up my prints on the other printers because I was printing at about 60 millimeters per second with the Polymaker filament, and I've just bumped it up to 80 for everything on the bed slingers, and it is still printing absolutely fine with it. Like I've been printing minis at 80 millimeters per second. I've been printing just loads of different stuff at 80 millimeters per second.
But not lithophanes.
No, obviously not lithopanes. No, I'm not necessarily printing lithopanes on the bed slingers anymore. That is going to be on the P1S.
Have you done a lithophane today?
No, I haven't. The last lithopane I done was the motorbike, the MV Augusta.
Yeah.
If I had to buy another printer right now, it'd be a P1S, since I have an excellent
Thanks,
carbon.
Red Light. No, I'm just standing up because I have a back problem, It just feels better for me standing up sometimes.
He's got a bad cold right now, too.
Yeah.
Before the live stream, his face looked like a tomato, but a lot of it cleared up.
Yeah, I put some cream on it.
And I don't mean to be rude. That's just my nature. It's how I am. So
Hey,
I try to be funny all the time, even though a lot of people may take it the wrong way.
yeah, same here. But I just try to make people happy, and laughing is the best medication, I think. Happiness, that's what we all want to be.
Yeah, I haven't got burnt out and quit printing or anything yet, but sometimes I have days quite often where I'm just tired. I watch TV. I don't feel like doing anything, and I usually don't get nothing accomplished. Today I woke up really tired. I watched some of, what's it called? Avatar Lightbender or something. No, what's it called? I forget the name of it, but it's on Netflix. I'm watching that series right now. And then right before the stream, I was dead tired, so I took a hydrocodone so it'll wake me up. For some unknown reason, it perks me up when I take a hydrocodone. So, yeah, drank a Monster for breakfast.
Stuff will kill you.
Yeah, well, I don't have any left after this. What I have now, I don't have anything.
And sports drinks are dangerous.
Yeah, I actually drank my first energy drink today in a month.
That's a funny combination. Bamboo Max. Yeah, I'm waiting on a Bamboo Max too.
Yeah, me too.
I think I think sometime this year they might come out with something. I don't know.
They come out one before. Okay, I'll say this: if they come out before, what is it, March or April 17th is when it closes, when the Kickstarter on this Arco closes, then yeah, I'll pull the trigger. So yes, I still like bamboo. I just want to try something different. And
I don't
plus,
know that I would buy it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I know. You don't like going early in on devices with Kickstarter.
Oh,
But,
I mean, I don't know that I would buy a K1 after having the bamboo, and I've heard so many people having trouble with the K1 for this reason or that reason. I really don't know if I would want to even try a K1 unless it's sent to me to review.
I'm very happy with my K1. I mean, it prints. It's not sliced with Creality print. It's nice, and it is fast as well.
I'll look into it, Richard. I'll write the name down. Look into it.
I have 1 cup of coffee a day, and that's it. But it's a big mug.
I drink decaf. I drank a pot a day. My whole life caffeinated. And then my doctor years ago said I should go to decaf. So then I switched to decaf. It took a while to get used to it. But one thing I do like about decaf coffee, I can get up in the middle of the night and nuke a cup of coffee and drink and go back to sleep because I don't have any caffeine in it.
Yeah,
so you drink the coffee for the taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually drink it black. Sometimes I put milk and sugar in it, but usually I drink it black.
I drink it all the time black.
My wife won't drink coffee. She won't drink tea. I can't get her to try either one of them. We went out to eat, and I said, well, try raspberry tea at the restaurant. It's really good. She didn't like it because it had the word tea connected to it. She won't eat anything with gravy on it. She don't like gravy. I said, it's not gravy, it's sauce.
What?
Yeah.
Gravy is American.
And then jumping on food, I made some hamburgers last week, and I was watching Chef Ramsay on one of his videos where he was spicing up the hamburger, putting breadcrumbs and other things in it, similar to meatloaf, to cook up these hamburgers for this restaurant. I tried that, and they came out really good. And she ate it, and she liked them. It's shaped different, and there wasn't bell pepper in it, but it was still a meatloaf shaped like a hamburger, and she liked it. But if I make it look like a loaf, then she won't eat it.
Now, there's one thing I will not touch: liver.
I worked for Grandy's years ago, and I deep fried livers that were battered, and they were really good. But I haven't had any in many years.
Nope. Ain't gonna do it. Or turkey. I like turkey.
You don't like turkey?
Well, I love turkey. Yeah.
I'll eat turkey bologna,
like
turkey
goose.
sausage. I'm talking like fresh turkey, like for Thanksgiving. I don't like it.
How about goose or duck?
I've had. I got a friend in L.A. He's an American guy, but he's married to a Chinese lady, realtor. And they took me out when I was out there for a funeral one time. They took me to this place where we had Peking duck. I mean, we had bread because they got
racks of
this
couple.
We had a feast, man, at this Chinese restaurant. And yeah, we had Mongolian beef. We had all kinds of stuff. Man, that stuff was delicious. So yeah, we had Peking duck.
Yeah, guys, we got off topic like we always do. We started talking about food, but yeah, that happens.
Yeah. When I lived in Los Angeles, I used to go regularly to Chinatown and eat my Peking duck and get sesame seed balls. That's like a dessert.
I know.
It's very nice.
I've never had expensive Peking duck where it's not on a buffet somewhere. I've never really had it the other way where they got to blow up.
It's marinated in soya sauce and sugar for 3 days, and then
they hang them and dry them out, and then eventually cook them. They take an air gun and they blow them up and separate the skin from the body.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they do.
I just know it's very nice and delicious. In Germany, we have a different one, but not a Peking duck. They use like a corn, like almost like breadcrumbs, but it's corn, I believe, around the duck, and it's very nice.
I think some people are hungry now.
Yeah.
What I
Yep,
got,
you are making me
also that
hungry.
I got a Christmas story in my head because Jerry showed Boo Boo's leg earlier. I'm taking and that now we're talking about the duck. I keep getting Christmas story in my head now. Next is shoot your eye out, kid.
So,
Oh.
whoever joined us, this is what I've been making. Key rings and bridge magnet for the Royal British Legion. The last 3 days produced over 2.5 kilos basically of key rings and fridge magnets, and I hope anybody who likes to help me out send me some filament, and I will use it for my project, and every week I will have a weigh-in of how much I produced in a week. So that's what I want to do till October, November, till I hand all the stuff over to the Royal British Legion, the Poppy Appeal, because veterans are suffering, like everywhere else. So I thought I help out, and yeah, and if you can send my link to my wish list, Jerry.
Yeah, I shared it a couple times. Let me share it again.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. So anybody, please, who wants to help me and who wants to stay private, I will not mention. Probably I already seen on my Amazon account that 3 people bought me some key rings, but I don't know who did it. And I will probably find out once I receive the packages. And then next week I will officially thank you guys by name if you guys want to be named. So thank you.
Man, this week caught up to me.
Tibin 3D, what have you been working on? You got anything going on? You're printing right now?
I'm not necessarily printing anything at the moment, but I have been streaming, putting together my RC car. It is basically I've been working on instruction manuals for it as well. It is at this sort of stage at the moment.
Nice.
If you can see it, so it's at this sort of stage at the moment. They're exactly the same, both ends, so it makes it very easy once I have, and it's also mirrored in that direction as well.
Are you designing your own parts?
No, I am design. Yeah, sorry, I have designed my own parts. Yes, all of the car is what I've designed myself. It's 4-wheel steering, so it just makes it a bit more interesting as well as 4-wheel drive.
The shell for the body is going to be a vacuum formed body that you paint on the inside like a lot of cars.
I haven't really thought of a body for it because it's ever so slightly bigger than a standard car, and the wheels are very much at the ends, if that makes sense. Whereas on normal cars, they've got a little bit of a buffer for the bumper and stuff. Whereas these, you can sort of see the wheel's going to be sitting here, and that's the end of the car, sort of thing, right there. So it's not much travel for the bumper in any way. But yeah, it's I've been working on it for a little while. I took a break after I finished designing it and everything like that. I then came back and I printed everything on my Bamboo P1S, and I'm amazed everything still fits. I had one minor issue with the cogs in the differential. The 2 of the bevel cogs, when I remade the designs, they were 1.5 millimeters too big, so I had to quickly reprint them. But yeah, I have also been printing some of the Heathen armies. The great it is the Heathen, isn't it? Or Make a Mill, right? Make a Mill, right? Miniatures that he's designing. I'm absolutely loving the way that he has got it so that you can print them on an FDM printer. That is what I have been using on my Artillery Genius with the Polymax Pro. But I am loving these little miniatures. They are, sadly it's black, so you can't necessarily see the detail on it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
do the hand trick.
I don't think that's going to work. It's not that fancy a camera, unfortunately.
Oh, I can see it
But,
better now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, and during printing them as well, I'm amazed that you can print them on an FDM printer. Even that was printed on a bed slinger as well, so it is pretty damn good.
Nice.
I am still going to be putting the car together over the next few weeks. As I said, I'm trying to do the instruction manual for it because I obviously want to make the files public so everyone can download and print it in the future. I am just struggling to learn and struggling to think of how to do the instruction manual properly, so basically other people can understand it when I release the files. Because there's no point in releasing the files and then having loads of people not be able to make it.
Yes.
I got something on the screen for you to read.
Yeah, I know, Sebastian, but that's the only way I can connect everything together, you know. And if people want me to try different types of filaments, I have several different filament brands on there, what I know work for me, and I might put some different ones on, like Graham or G-Tech or other companies like that, so people can choose what filament they give me, you know, for the project.
Sebastian, I seen you on the Crowley live stream. It was good to see your face.
Yeah, good to see you.
You seem to, your hair and your face, I don't see how you drive unless you wear a cap because your hair is very long like a beetle.
Yeah,
it was
good
great
looking
to
hair.
see you. Rich, the LA Hobby Guy. Wow, $25. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rich. We'll be watching later at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Rich will be on. Patrick, which was on earlier, they'll be on together, and there'll be a lot of exciting stuff to see regarding fiber lasers and diode lasers. Thank you, Rich. Let me find my button real quick, which I don't have. I got to find it on my hard drive. I never did, so I can program it to my StreamJack.
Awesome super chat.
Thank you. Thank you. Very cool.
So I do have a question for you guys. What is your favorite color filament? Because obviously I have pretty much mainly printed in black since I have really started. This is the main things that I've been doing in color. But like obviously black is a very hard thing to take pictures of. So do you guys have any particular colors that you prefer when you're taking pictures, or do you just...
Well, not white, and black is hard to see, but I just think about what my item is, what I'm going to use it for. I like multicolor filament a lot, but then it's usually silk, and silk isn't that strong, so I can't use silk on a lot of things. Like that, you couldn't use silk. PET G would probably be your best bet, but I don't know. Whatever color you like, it's up to you.
Yeah. As you see, the reason I've printed it in multicolor is because obviously when I'm taking pictures of it, it's easier to see that there is different color bits. So it makes it very odd car, I've got to admit, to see it. Yeah, it makes a very distinguishable car at the moment. But when you look at the instruction manual or the instruction pictures, you can very much see, hey, this is one part, hey, this is another part, etc.
Rich, if you're still watching, I'm doing a big Betty boot for my wife on the bamboo. It's as big as I could make the head, turn diagonally on the bamboo. I don't want to have to cut it. And I've got 2 more parts that are finishing up later. It's going to be like this for the giant version. I'll be doing a video on it. And explaining why I wasted 3 rolls of filament that I had to buy for some errors that I made when I sliced it.
I'm trying to get in time with that printer.
Whose printer is that? Am I hearing Zach's? Okay, fine. It's not disturbing.
Yeah, I'll mute my mic for a second.
No, it's not bothering me. If it was, I'd be reading and say something. No, it's fine.
No,
it's a 3D
printer noise
printing
is fine, I think, for me. It's just the scratching on, like, filament. It sounds like somebody's going over my teeth. You know? It's like... Ouch. You know, like some people go, like, with a... on a dinner plate and they have a knife and they go, like across it, like screeching over it. Oh, this noise goes to bones, I tell you.
I'm not sadistic.
What if they have a styrofoam cooler? You know, styrofoam, and they're trying to put the lid on the styrofoam cooler, and you hear that, Matt? Matt, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
What about styrofoam against styrofoam with a cooler? Does that noise drive you nuts?
Yeah, that's okay. I think styrofoam, but
What about chalk on a chalkboard?
oh yeah, that's terrible.
I used to do that to my wife.
Fingernails.
I'd go outside her bedroom window and I'd scratch the window, but I haven't done it in years. But I used to do it a lot.
Oh, man.
We had one time a female teacher in class. She couldn't get any attention. Everybody was noisy. It was loud. And then her fingernails to the chalkboard. Everybody was silent.
Yep.
They probably don't even have chalkboards anymore. They're probably white.
Yeah. Nowadays it's only a screen.
That's 2.5 kilos what I've been making this week.
It would trip me out being in school today. The way
I've just started them out this morning. These ones. So yeah, I'm very proud of it, and hopefully I already contacted the guy, and I'm gonna tag some of the other branches of there, because right now I'm only supplying locally, and I want to produce enough so I can do statewide, or you would call it statewide or national wide. That's what I'm hoping for. But
You mean county?
Thanks, Matt. Now I got
county-wide.
in my head.
But in America, they would say state.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Nationwide. Anyways, I'm getting nutty today, man. I'm getting nutty. I must be tired.
Well, let's jump back to food for a minute. Sonic Drive-Thru a few months ago said they had a peanut butter cheeseburger they came out with. They put peanut butter on the burger. I eat peanut butter daily for breakfast on toast, and I have for years and years. So I've never tried that on a burger. So last week I cooked the cheeseburger, and I put a big blob of peanut butter on it, and it didn't do nothing for it. I mean, I could taste it, but it didn't improve its flavor any. So, and I'm a peanut butter lover, so.
You know what Kelly Osbourne said the other day? Because I do watch the Osbourne podcast on YouTube. And yes, you got to be patient, because when Ozzy starts talking, because he is 75 now, and he's already got that speech impediment. Anyways, she said the new wave is sticking French fries in a milkshake, and I just that sounds disgusting.
You mean dipping them and eating them? People dipping them in their ice cream?
Yeah,
I've heard
fries
that.
in her shake. That's what Kelly said the other day.
I mean, who eat anchovies and banana pizza? I mean, come on.
Oh, they were talking about pizza on there too. They talk about all kinds of stuff on it. Yeah, the Osbourne podcast. It's on YouTube. And yes, it's Ozzy, Sharon. Jack used to be on there a lot, but I think he's traveling probably.
Mayhem 83 OG, hello. Hobby Main, hello. How you doing?
Hey.
People that we've talked about this earlier in the stream. Yes, pineapple is good on pepperoni pizza. I don't usually order it that way. I get pepperoni mushroom is my favorite pizza in the world. But if I have pineapple and pepperoni, it's fine. It tastes fine.
No, but I also think the contrast between the two, one is spicy and the other is a little bit sweet. It's nice.
But I prefer, if I order a pizza or I make one or whatever, it's always pepperoni mushroom.
That Domino's commercial is misleading. Oh, yeah, everybody's guessing what this is going to cost. Oh, it's only $19.99. Yeah, you got 2 pizzas with 1 topping. Big deal. And then you got some knots of garlic bread, maybe. Oh, yeah, it's only 19. Yeah, 2 pizzas with 1 topping.
Yeah, I would love to go to Italy and have some real pizza. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just don't order pineapple on the pizza.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I had pepperoni pizza back a long time ago.
They put everything else on pizza over there, but pineapple. I mean, I did see apricots put on pizza in Italy, or peaches, because some people like vegetarian, so they try almost any combination of vegetables and fruits on pizza. So I'm a little bit.
Wow, it goes that far back, huh? A comment on the screen.
Which one?
1950s
Jay,
dipping fries in milkshake. Yeah.
I mean, when I was
That was-
over in Germany, I got turned on to French fries and mayonnaise. I like that. Fries and mayonnaise, that's real good.
How about currywurst?
Well,
In
I love
Germany, we eat
curry.
currywurst.
Anything curry, I love, man. That is a
Curry,
good
yeah.
spice.
But they use it on a Schinkenwurst in Germany. That's what they call it, or a ham sausage. And you put basically it's ketchup mixed with curry, and you eat it like that with your French fries or pommes frites, we call them in Germany.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only, a big rock star, famous on the internet worldwide. And here he is right here, guys, the real Sam Prentice.
Sam Prentice.
How is it going? Hello.
Hey Sam, how you doing?
Check out this fancy room he has behind him. Look at all that stuff, guys.
Look at the ceiling. It's more
You look
interesting.
tired. Your face is a little red. You look really tired.
Yeah, I am. I am really tired. It's been a crazy day. Yeah, lots of learning curves. I've learned about how to 3D print again because
Really?
you know, certain printers nowadays just allow you to do whatever you want, and things like what was I looking at earlier? I was looking at extrusion multiplier calibration, which is something that I don't think I've ever had to look for, but it was an important thing that I needed to get right. So there you go. Learning curves are back again, and it's been good fun.
I see you progressing at the break.
We're on a food kick right now. We're talking about pineapple on pizza, and actually, it's not good on pepperoni pizza. Have you ever had pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, most times.
You know the person I talked about that eats anchovies and bananas? Sam.
No, God no.
Yes.
When we were in
it.
China, they had banana pizza, and I was like, I'm definitely going for banana pizza. That just sounds mad.
That sounds good.
Your project in the background kind of looks like a tricycle from here that's not done yet.
Yep, that's it. That's the mini bike that we're working on at the moment. There's certain versions of that thing, which is going to be cool. But yeah, it's getting there. It's sort of together. Hey, Pete. Yeah. It's been an interesting few days. But I've got we're filming this week, so I've got a few extra bits on my camera. So we're filming at E3D this week. So that's going to be fun. Me and Lost in Tech, and the interesting thing about Lost in Tech is nobody's ever seen his face. So we had a meeting this week, and I got to see his face for the first time. But that doesn't mean you're going to see it in the video. So
is he really that beautiful?
He is the UK's answer to Brad Pitt. I do not know why he hides his face. I am, in awe of the man. He's a beautiful specimen. And I'm like, we got on the call, and I was just like, dude, seriously, what's the problem? And he was just like, oh, it's not my thing. And people don't know his name, his real name. He's an air of silky goodness. Let's put it that way. Hope he watches this. No, he's a good dude. I like his videos, especially really liked his nozzle video where he got kind of real close into the nozzles and stuff. And I thought that was a really important aspect. Wow, look at that. Are you going to be wearing that, Jerry? Does that go on your head?
My head's
That
bigger
should be
than
a
that.
mask. I thought so too at first. So.
Is this a new kink? Is this a new kink for you?
No.
Yeah.
My wife Betty Boop is into Betty Boop stuff. So here's the resume by David Chambers. I'm doing a big version. I sized it up so I could put this on the X1 carbon diagonally as big as I could go, and then the rest of the parts I'm porting. I didn't want to have to cut the model up on the head.
That's cool. I thought for a second this was your new
3.5 days
cosplay.
to print, because like a dummy, I use gyroid infill like 10%, and with all the color changes, it took 3.5 days. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Oh.
I'll do a video on it.
Jerry, show him my garage.
Okay.
Show Sam my garage.
Here's Kenny's new toy.
Oh my gosh.
I think we saw that. Did we not see that last week or the week before? Omtech. That's cool. That's really cool.
You saw the crate. You didn't see it out of sight.
Well, that's right.
I showed this one
There you
before.
go. Yeah. This is, a week
So it's
by
getting
week,
there.
blow by blow,
I'm
slowest unboxing
painting
ever.
a garage too.
So, Sam, what do you think of the new thumbnail I'm using on YouTube now for this these maker
Yeah, I
hangouts?
saw that. I saw that. It looks good. It looks really good.
Maker and content creators.
What are you doing with that hand in your pocket?
I had a couple people ask that when he designed it. Why is your hand in your pocket? What are you doing? Playing pocket pool? I don't know.
So yeah. So I've got the We Create laser here, and I absolutely love it. But they gave me the exhaust box thing with it, and that's not so good. But the laser is amazing for a diode laser. Good software as well. Great. I'm glad that went down. That went down so well with everybody. I'm glad that was a good share for everybody to listen to there.
I was reading something what somebody just at this moment said. So.
Yeah, the Betty Boop model don't have any holes in it, so it isn't for me. It's for my wife.
You're talking, and a couple of us are exhausted from the week. Sam, wait till you get to in your 60s. Wait till you get to your 60s.
I'm almost there. I feel like I'm almost there.
Have you leveled your bet yet?
Yeah, I have. I've leveled it. It's it's good. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't do a lot with lasers, of course, so that's why I made a semi big deal out of it. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's how my mind works. I always go there. I just don't always say things.
Dirty mind.
It's like Sam when he was holding up that really big dragon showing Comgrow or Creality, whoever it was, and I typed in chat, Sam, show him the tip first. But anyway.
Oh yeah, she liked my big one, didn't she? That was for sure. So.
And then we got to see Sebastian last week when he was on for the first time. He's been on here, but he's kind of a hands guy. You see his hands, what he's looking at. He's not usually on camera. But
yeah, I think I met him in Germany, and he won a K1 printer.
Oh, cool.
He was on here once or twice, wasn't he?
Yeah, he comes in occasionally. He's in chat right now.
Yeah. I met him. And he was also at Germany doing the laser stuff with them as well. Creality in my bad books this week, so that's always fun. Especially when you've got a good working relationship with them. It is what it is.
He says he never got the K1 Max. All right.
You never got it? What?
Just
even
like
though you won it, you never got it.
Max. Where's the Bamboo Max, Sam?
I don't know. No idea. No one's saying anything at the minute. It's all very, very quiet. I was talking on a stream the other day, and I think what's going to happen is you might not see anything for a little while because the A1 recall, which is going to cost them a huge, staggering amount of money to recall all of those machines. It's going to be a bombastic amount of money for them to fix that and replace that. I think they're going to ride that out. They're going to swallow the cost. But I've been wrong. I've been wrong a bunch of times with Bamboo. Just when you think they're going to do one thing, they end up doing something completely different.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the diverse elements to what they're about, which is kind of nice. But yeah, again, there's radio silence right now. I don't know anything that's going on, and if I did, then I might be under an NDA. But I'm not under an NDA.
I know.
I'm not under an NDA, so it's it is what it is. So no idea.
Yeah, I mean, Bamboo is funny about that kind of thing. I know because, like I was telling people before, I was an early ambassador with Bamboo. So yes, I had to sign probably the same piece of paper you had to sign.
I keep having problems with the Maximum Carbon. My what do you call it? The hub for the filament. I keep having issues with it, giving me an error to pull the filament out. So I got to grab the PTFE tube, kind of pump it back and forth, and it starts working. And if that don't work, I got to grab the plug that goes in the printer right there that I've never unplugged, kind of jiggle it. That works. And then I lost my cover on the hot end the other day. When I tried to put it back on, I wouldn't go on after 20 tries. And I realized the top right magnet is missing on the extruder side, not on the cover side. So I'm missing a magnet. Somehow it came out. No idea where it went. It's so tiny. So I put it together and I put Kapton tape on it to hold it, and it's printing fine with it taped down, but I'm missing a magnet. I've contacted Bamboo. They're not responding after a week, so maybe I ran out of warranty because it was up sometime in February and haven't got a response from them yet.
They should still respond to you though. They shouldn't be a. Yeah, I did the same thing. I took the magnets out. It was a nightmare to put them back in. They pop out all over the place. It's painful actually, that system.
Would you super glue it in?
No, they're not super glued in. They're just held in. But I don't know. People were talking about there's a version 2 of the AMS, and I'm like, I don't know what I've got. I've got 3 AMSs, and I've not had too many issues with them. But I don't print multicolor to that degree. So yeah.
Well, it's just odd that I've had it for a year, and right when it runs out of warranty, I get problems with the hub because most of the year, it's 99% perfect. I rarely have an issue. Then all of a sudden, I'm getting a couple of things hit me all at once.
As they say in the game of sales, Jerry, it's probably time for you to think about buying a new one.
Yeah,
it's had its day. Let's be fair. You've had it for 12 months. You've had a glorious time up until now.
Yeah, that's too much money since they didn't send it to me. That's too much money to let it go.
Yeah, when I first got into 3D, somebody said the typical hours for a 3D print, and this is a long time ago, was like 2,000 hours. Which doesn't seem like very many.
No, you replace belts, rollers, whatever you need to replace, bearings. Printers don't actually wear out. If something goes bad, you just replace whatever part it is, and it's fresh. It should be like new again.
Exactly. By the way,
the Prusa brand now gives you a bunch of stuff about how many kilometers things have moved, and there's a whole range of pretty interesting options that are on side of that now. Zach, have you now done your Mark IV upgrade, or are you still? What are you doing now?
I'm still working on the poor man's Prusa. I asked Joe if it was possible to send one, Mark IIIs to me to make a comparison video about it, because I don't want to buy a clone on AliExpress. Just want to build one from scratch. But yeah.
And what did he say?
Nothing. He's silent.
Oh.
All right.
Well, it wasn't his birthday, so you would have thought he would have been a little bit more forgiving, would you not?
I need to work harder and focus on other things.
Here's what you need to do: is either get yourself a mankini and an orange one, and they will send you. They will send you anything you like.
I tagged you on Facebook. Did you ever see these pictures?
I did see those. They look gorgeous.
I know when you come to America, you love pancakes. Thinking, wow, there's some mattresses or bedspreads or whatever right here. Look pretty cool.
Well, here's the thing, Zach. If you're going to Rocky Mountain, you can borrow mine.
And then?
Well, you can borrow mine. That's what I'm saying. You can borrow mine.
What the hell was that?
That was a mankini.
A mankini. I think it's going to be featured in one of his videos.
That was a Prusa
bikini, mankini. Huh?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And you never know. Sam? You never know what you might get.
Well, move your camera that way to where you're pointing. Anyways.
You know somebody that needs that? Uncle Jesse needs that mankini on his statue as the background. He needs to put a mankini on that statue. Yeah. Shot L3D. Hello. How you doing today?
Learned something new today. Anyway, Sam, I am down for 2 Arcos on Kickstarter.
I thought you were going to say something about mankinis. Then you're down for 2 Arcos. That sounds cool. Again, I'm not going to be. There's a couple of printers that are coming out now, and I'm really, don't get me wrong, I'm down for new technology and stuff, but it just feels like they're chasing the Bamboo brand, and it just sort of feels. And I can tell you now, Creality have got an AMS coming out. Anycubic have got an AMS coming out, and if those two have got stuff coming out, others will have stuff coming out, and it'd probably be a co-print, sub brand, which I believe the Arco is something to do with co-print as well. So all good. I mean, it's a slightly bigger bed. That's what people want, but I imagine that most people, if they've bought one, may end up being disappointed when they drop.
Well, what about What about the flying gantry and the bed staying on the bottom?
What about it?
It's gonna eliminate a lot of vibration.
Is it though?
Rich, the LA hobby guy.
Why wouldn't it?
Rich, the LA hobby guy. Rich, the LA hobby guy, just sent me 25 on PayPal. Thank you, Rich. He donated super chat a bit ago for 25, and he sent me 25 on PayPal. Wow, thank you. I feel
Good job.
special. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Let's
darling.
hit the lottery.
Wow.
Yes, honey. Your AMS units, you said you don't print much with them. Are you willing to part with them?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to part with them at the minute. Not at the minute.
All right, let me know. I always
Okay,
looking for
I
some
will.
more.
I will. I'm not getting rid of any of the bamboo stuff. I'm diversifying, but I'm not getting rid of any of the other stuff. I've got
I'm just looking for
I've got
extra AMS.
okay. When I'm playing with the Prusa XL, I've had to move it already today because it is too loud. And last night when I did a stream, it was screaming. So it's a bit of a learning curve.
Does it move?
Do you have 5 heads on it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It was up here, and I've had to move it down at the back there. So you can just see it in the corner there, being shy. I'm doing a project. I'm doing several projects with Prusa at the minute. So
I see. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, below the We Create.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a roll. You got a box of film and getting ready to fall over on the bed, though, right? The top roll on the left.
Yeah, that'd be fun though. That'd be fun for you.
Mess up the print.
Nah, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. I've actually put that there because I wanted a sound barrier, so the sound wasn't. The problem with this is that the way the metal gantry comes out, any of the motion is echoed and it's amplified. So you get this wow, 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 wow kind of noise going all the time. So I've now done the input shaping stuff on it, and I've moved it down onto a carpeted floor, and it's much quieter than it was. So yeah, just keep plucking away at it at the minute. It's
this is at home, right? You're at home now. You're not at your business.
I'm at home at the minute. I'm still got the stuff at the business. So what's happening now is that you'll see stuff like the artillery that I had the other day. That's now back at the other place. So I'll finish off the video basically there. Then it go to the editors. The Comgrow thing, that is going to be, I've got a stream with that on Wednesday now. I was going to do it on Sunday, but I've just run out of time. So I'm going to do an unboxing of that. Then we're doing a giveaway of the 300 as well. Then after that, and I'm not too sure when, but shortly later on to that week, then we're doing the K1C, and I'm giving away a Ender 3 V3 KE on that stream as well. So any live streams that I'm doing now, I want to try. There'll always be something given away, but I want to try and give a 3D printer away each time I do a stream.
Why don't Creality just get rid of the word Ender? That's 2017. Just get rid of the word
Ender. I tell you what, that is the question. And the thing is, even the staff just think the whole thing's just ridiculous. But the reason they don't is because people recognize that name. And I think if you've got an original Ender and you're in the market to maybe buy something new, I think they believe that because you've owned that before, you're probably going to go for the new updated whatever that is. And I think, certainly with cars and stuff like that, people tend to sort of follow suit with it. But I don't think with 3D printers, the technology is quite there. It is. It's well known. They've sold millions of the things they do. I think Creality sell 1 million printers a year, probably even more than that. Now, I think they did 1 million Enders last year or something. It was some crazy number. Over time, it's just been insane. There's a stat somewhere with how many they actually produce, how many Enders they actually produce.
They're cheap.
Trevor
is why they sell
Trevor
so
with
many.
Navarre 3D in Florida selling the original Ender for $75.
Yeah.
He posted a picture online.
Yeah, but who wants that though? Everybody now, what did I say? Everybody, most people want, I want to be able to send it remotely. I don't want to be messing around with. Yeah. So at the moment with the Prusa stuff, I'm old school at the moment. I'm using USB sticks right now. Only because I need to work out how to send stuff remotely because I don't know, because it's been such a long time since I've used a Prusa printer. Before it was Octoprint. So I think it's a version of that they've got on these things now. But the 5-head thing, there's certainly for combined material. So if you're merging PETG and TPU into a wheel or something, there's some really cool applications for that. And I think you'll see more of that stuff coming out, and I think that will sort of come into its own. But do you need 5 heads for that? Probably not. But it does look pretty cool with the multicolor stuff that I've seen. So
Yeah, that's way out of my price range because obviously they're not going to send me one to
Yeah.
review that on anybody, and I can bet that's like what $5,500 if I have all 5 heads or more than that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, landed. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's about 5.5.
Shipping,
yeah. But, again, as
but
I
the
say,
color change has got to be so much faster, right, Sam?
Say again.
The color changes have got to be so much faster because you're not dealing with the poop.
Unless you're less purge, less flush.
What's that comedian with the black hair that wears those in his movies? What's that guy's name? Borak or something? Borak?
Yes.
Borak. He's British.
Yeah.
He's British, actually. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's worn one of those before on TV.
He has. Yeah, he has. No, all jokes aside, it's part of the video that I'm making. I'm not wearing it. Don't worry. But I think it's quite cool. I think there's some thoughts around it that are kind of interesting, and I like the build size of it. It's very good. Again, I did a print earlier, and I was like, this is taking forever. I think it was like a 24-hour print. It took forever, and I was thinking immediately, the Bamboo could do this quicker. This is ridiculous. And then I started reading some more, and there's literally a profile which is called Input Shaper. So basically, you do everything in Input Shaper, then you hit the button, and it like cuts the time in half, which is kind of what you'd expect for a Core XY, right? So, but the way they've done it is just different. I think you've got to go back and learn, how that is sliced and why that's important. And like I say, I was messing around with this. What do they call it? Extrusion multiplier calibration thing earlier because the top layer was kind of a bit rubbish. And there's a setting for that. So if you're doing proper dialing in and calibration of your printer, I mean, the argument could be, well, I can print on Bamboo and I don't have to worry about it. But, again, I think the flexibility inside of Prusa is possibly better in some respects. I don't want to be called a shill or anything, but there are some things there. Now it's actually been quite nice to go, how am I going to fix that? And actually have to think for myself for a change. And I think there's a message inside of that.
When Tom Grove's new printer, they took off the top brace on the printer, the upright brace. Oh, you have that one too?
I have that one. Yeah, it's weird because I was like, what's that screen you put on there? And they were like, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's a K1 screen. And they went, oh, no, it's not. And I went, well, it looks like a K1 screen. So where did you get the screen from? Oh, we don't know. And I'm just like, oh, God, it's so fishy. So I'm looking forward to getting it out of the box. I'll probably get it out of the box tomorrow and have a look at it. And, but there was they've got like machined CNC parts on it, haven't they? It's like incredibly like robust. So the fact that they've taken out that top bar, as you're about to say, there's these massive supports that they've put in replacement of that.
I assume that all printer companies out of China, there's probably X amount of companies that make all these printers for everybody, and they just change your molds a little bit or whatever they may do. I don't think each company actually makes it themselves. They might assemble them, but I don't think that they, make everything from scratch.
I mean, it depends. It depends what level they're at, I suppose. I don't see Bamboo subbing stuff, out to anyone else. I think they want to keep everything in house. But who knows? Who knows? It was just that nobody wanted to sort of talk about it, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun.
It would be nice to see from a company, where does the mold come from when they actually make the side? Where do they actually make the hot end from scratch? Not put it together like we see in all these other videos where it's at their place. They're putting it together. They're testing it. Let's see the circuit board being designed from whatever company that they're going through. Not necessarily a circuit board, but the printer parts in general. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I'm hoping to see some stuff with E3D on Monday, Tuesday this week. So we're filming some stuff for an extruder that they've got either coming out or it's come out. And they called me up and said, hey, do you fancy doing a video on this? And I was just like, what is it? And they were telling me about it. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. I wanted to work with them for literally forever. So after Smurf, they've reached out and said, let's do some work together. But I wanted to get lost in tech because those nozzle videos that he was doing are just insane. And then he wanted to do some stuff with E3D, filming some nozzles and see how they actually put theirs together and how things are made. And I think that's an important aspect as well. When you buy something, is it actually not machined particularly well. And this is like, we always find with like E3D, there's this hard nozzle that's come out, the last nozzle you ever need to buy because it's going to last 10 years or whatever. What actually goes into that, and why is that important? And I think no one really talks about why the quality of something is that important. And we just go about our daily lives going, yeah, well, that's the quality because that's what we know. But I think once you're able to analyze it, like, Lost in Tech is able to do, I think that's incredibly powerful. When you sort of see that message and understand what this is all about. He did another one on filament smoothing and stuff like that this week, which again is another really cool video. So yeah, it's gonna be good fun.
Yeah, it was the video about the nozzles was amazing. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but it looks.
He's got a incredibly accurate macro lens, and for the stuff we're filming, and so this is a small form extruder, but it's got an incredibly powerful output. But some of the parts on it are expensive because of the way that they've been created, either via metal or printed or whatever the usability of it is. And I just wanted to really try and get for their video. It's not going on my channel per se, but they were like, we want something made. So I was like, let's do it then. So his angles and his lenses and stuff are going to come in, going to be really important for that kind of stuff. So shining the light for it, making sure you can see the visibility of it all.
I hope when your son gets older that he's interested in 3D printing and all that Dad does, because you got like a candy store there for him to learn on.
He better be.
Yeah.
He better be. He loves the spools of filament. It's a bit of a. I've had to put them up high because he gets the spools of filament now, and then he makes like a bridge, and then tries to sort of step across the bridge, and I'm like, there's like 30, pounds or dollars worth of filament in each spool there, and he's just trampling over them, thinking it's fun, and I'm like, please don't tangle these things up. This is just driving me insane. So
all I make are cardboard spools will tear up really easy.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, most of them are 3/4 full or whatever, but he's been having fun with that. He did also see the Lego truck that we built that I haven't shown him yet because he's been ill. So I wanted to get him. I want to see a reaction from him, but for him to be well when that reaction happens, because if he's miserable and ill, he's just going to look naff. But if he's animated and excited about it, then I think that's.
We all hope he gets to feeling better, whatever's wrong.
Yeah, there's a number of things, but we've been to the doctors and various hospitals and stuff for scans and whatnot. It seems like we're in the hospital quite a lot with my arm and him and all that kind of crazy stuff. So
So do you ever get burnt out? You want to take a week off and not do nothing because it's getting to be too much?
Every second of the day. Yes. I'm already there. I'm tired. I've had enough. You got people ringing you up going, when's this video out? When's that coming out? When are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you've missed the deadline with that. I mean, the Congrow 500 is a good example. That was sent months ago. Filmed months ago. It's not like it should have been done yesterday. Yeah, I'm like, well, you're going to have to wait for the next space. So I'm saying no to loads in order to play catch up with things. But, Two Trees SK1, that was supposed to be a live stream, giving away a printer. Then they decided they weren't going to give away a printer. So I decided not to do the live stream. What am I supposed to do?
Did you ever hire anybody like Caleb you were talking about to help take off this workload off you, where you can send them everything and they can put it all together and make it happen, or no?
Yeah. So at the end of this month, my editor starts. Got a new editor, which I think is going to be absolutely brilliant. There's another creator who I'm not going to mention because they might not want to know, but he also uses them as well. It's part of a company. You get your own editor who does all your stuff for you. And that works really well. And Henry Lynn, Henry?
Yes.
Who we created. He's going to be doing some stuff with me, hopefully quite soon. And then Zach, hopefully as well, is going to be doing some filming with me as well. So we're pushing through the motions with stuff at the minute. Again, that's part of the frustrations with working with Creality is no one can really make a decision. So they're asking me to do stuff, and then they pull.
These people that edit, is it a per video fee or is it by the hour fee, or is there?
No, they basically work for you part time, so you get a segment of hours. You can have 3 hours or 8 hours a day. It depends on how long you think the video is going to take. And a lot of this is down to you. So if you put a script together, which generally you should do if you're making a video, the way that I've done it previously is I will unbox it, shoot a bunch of stuff, make notes, and then basically in the edit, then I'll talk over the edit. I'm not doing that now. I'm putting everything together, writing a script of how I want it to feel and look, and then they then have to do their magic. So there's a lot of kind of cut scenes and other bits and pieces like that.
Freelance.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a freelancing company as such, but yeah, I mean, it's money to be spent, and it's a lot of money, to be honest. But I can't proceed any further now without having an editor, especially if you think that I'm away for 3 weeks in April. What content am I going to get out while I'm in a hotel in China somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of things, a lot of these things cost a lot of time. Writing script,
A huge amount of time.
record.
Yeah, for each printer, it's about a week's worth of work. So, that's why I get so angry and defensive about the you're getting a free printer. That whole thing. It just drives me insane.
We are getting passionate about that.
Yeah,
time is money. You make $25 to $50 an hour. Time is money. So you film one video, and technically they owe you money, but yeah, you get a printer in exchange.
Yeah. Also, for example, when I was working on the, the slicer for the K1 or the KA, it's not just like 10, 15 minutes. It's just like a few weeks working on trying trial and error.
And
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's hard. It's
voiceover. I think I don't do very many of them, but I need to do more. It's more precise. You can concentrate on the build and putting it together. Just carefully take out each part because you're going to do a voiceover, and then you can talk about it and you can mention things that may be on paper. You don't have it, on the tip of your tongue, and you can get everything exactly right.
I wrote last week. I wrote a script for the K1 review, and I was recording it, and it felt so weird. It felt so not natural.
Well, you try and be energetic when it's just you in a room of 3D printers and there's no audience to play to, and you're just trying to go, wow, oh my god, this is so amazing, right? Or
I had a segment in there that I tried to. I don't want to say it like that, but like Mr. Beast would do it, but it doesn't have the energy like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like
it's a tricky one, especially when you're dressed as a koala bear, and and. You got to make your own fun, right? That's the way it goes now. I've got a Joseph Prusa outfit, for example. I do a bit of my own cosplay in this room, just on my own. Lock the door.
Set up a camera and film yourself running up and down the street a couple times really fast, and then cut to the video, and then you're in the house or something like that. Or having it end of the video, that'd be something different. I done a video last week and I was laughing in the beginning of it. I don't know why I was laughing, but it was. I just left it in there. I was laughing about nothing. But yeah, it's kind of hard, but it's dead quiet. Nobody's around. Nobody's in the room. You got to get excited about something. My wife goes, well, you're not exciting enough in your videos. I said, I'm trying to explain stuff. I can't be like this all the time in the video. I'm trying to talk about it.
It's good when there's other people there. Like if you're being shot, like when we're in China and stuff, you were playing a lot to the camera and stuff. And there was a bit when we were at PCB Way, and I start like humming the Oompa Loompa song because we're dressed up like Oompa Loompas, basically. We got the whole thing on. And so and then you got Scott laughing, you've got me going like, this whole thing, and that was cool because at least we were there. Yeah, we were there together, and it was kind of like, and Scott would say stuff like, "Hey, make sure you mention this, or make sure you." So a lot of this is, when you're trying to do everything, and part of the reason that
you are a bad combination.
Sorry,
just hype each other. Scott and you are a bad combination because you hype each other up all the time.
Yeah, of course. But you say bad,
the idea, right?
Some people might say it's good, but again, it's one of those things, isn't it, where you're playing to it, where you're playing to the audience, so to speak. There's a classic one, and Scott will tell you, when we were talking about, I kept saying resonance testing, but I wasn't saying resonance testing. I was saying resilience. And he was like, yeah, it's wrong. And I'm going, is it resilience or resonance? And it's one of those where you're so tired and you've got jet lag and you're kind of like, brain farting, that, yeah, it's not good. But some of those outtakes as well. There was one at the outtake where I start swearing, you know, and it beeps out at the end and stuff. You know, there was a few of those, and when I'm seeing those now, I'm saving them, and then I figure like at some point they can be used for something. So you know,
Montage.
Or you can have something unrelated that you're filming, and then it cuts to your face, and you're bleeping yourself while you're getting mad about something totally unrelated to what it had to do with.
yeah, there's a lot of outtakes, especially when you're doing. I'll do stuff like when I start and be like, "What's going on, guys? Da, 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 da. We're going to be talking about da, 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 da," and I'll go all the way to the end. I go, "Yes, I'm thinking to myself, yes, I'm almost there," and then I go there, and I'm like, "Oh my god, now I've got to start again." I won't just cut it and do. I've got to do the whole thing delivered in one line, otherwise it's done for. It's yeah, it's God knows what other people, like we've had like relatives and stuff staying in the next room, and I'm going, "Good morning, good afternoon, good evening," blah, 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 you know, that whole thing, and they're just like, "What the hell's going on next door?" That's just like, yeah.
I strip a lot of my intros on my videos quite a bit, and I just keep running with it. And sometimes I'm looking at my camera, the camera lens. I'm looking at the little door it flips around so you can see what you're doing. And then I catch myself looking at the wrong thing, and a lot of times I got to reshoot it if I'm not looking straight at the lens. I'm looking at to see where if I'm in frame.
You're looking at yourself in the viewfinder.
Yeah.
And you start flexing. Yeah.
Hello, me. It's me again.
I don't work no more. I don't have muscles like I used to have. So that was a long time ago.
It happens with me as well, Jerry. And then I'm editing, and I'm like, oh shit. But
Sam, do you work out at the gym? Are you in pretty good shape?
Up until very recently with my arm, yeah. So they won't insure me.
You got a 6-pack and all that, or no?
No, I've got more of a keg.
Okay. Well, if you had a 6-pack, you could do some of your videos, go shirtless in it, and you'll get a lot more women watching your streams. Like,
really don't. You know, it's funny though, because this week on Monday I had a photo shoot at the local chiropractic center. So I was. They were obviously, you know, they rang me up and said, "Hey Sam, would you come in and do this photo shoot?" And I went. The demographic is obviously there. 40+ male who is overweight. Sounds brilliant. And they were like, "Yeah, that's what we're looking for." So I went in and we did a bunch of work. And yeah, I'm now the face of the local chiropractic thing, with the face and the back and the crack, probably. We should wait and see. But you never know. You never know. I think you've just, whatever it is, I think you've just got to be comfortable with, you know, whatever happens. You know, it is what it is.
We got a real celebrity here, huh?
Oh yeah, in the chiropractic world. Whew. Yeah, I'm hoping to be back at the gym the next couple of weeks anyway. But the arm is still not good, and they've given me results on it, and they said probably an operation. Otherwise, you're gonna have limited movement in it. But I'm like, as long as the pain goes, I don't really care about the limited movement because I can get around that. So
guess
yeah,
what?
6 packs in the fridge.
I'm going in Monday. I'm going in Monday to get my shoulder blade looked at because I did have X-rays at the VA already. So yeah, I'm going to be curious what they got in plan for my. So yeah, I'm dealing with the same.
Yeah, it's not fun when things start breaking and
my shoulder blade's been killing me, but I haven't been crying about it.
It's all about being comfortable and being uncomfortable. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Sergio in chat, HVAC A to Z, he done a really cool marble run that he shared on Facebook the other day. That he made it on his diode laser, and it's got ball bearings running down. Looks really cool. And then I guess he's going to redo it and do another one out of MDF, real thin MDF. I was kind of hoping he would have popped in and showed us, but I guess he's busy.
3D printing causes arm problem.
He did say hi. He did check in.
Yeah, it was big TVs It was big TVs actually that caused arm problems. But
Scott was in chat early on, but I haven't seen any comments from him in a while, so I don't know if he's still here or not.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you never know who's lurking. Always somebody watching. So
yeah, good. I suspect tripods out there, shirtless.
Yeah, I haven't seen him comment today, so I'm not sure if he's busy or what. Oh, I was watching a stream yesterday, a video on YouTube. You know, like everybody, I go through YouTube, I watch this, that, and everything. And there's another person called. It didn't say Tripod's Garage. It said Tripus Garage. And when I first clicked on it, I'm like, that don't sound like John. And then I looked at what I was watching, and it was Tripus. I think that's what it was called, Garage, and not Tripod. It was similar but different. The video I was watching was like a year old.
Well, who was better? Was Tripus better or was Tripod better?
I didn't watch the whole thing. John does a good job on his videos.
Ah, I thought you were going to shame him then.
No, I don't want to do that to anybody. The German Jerry with a YouTube
German
channel.
Jerry. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, there was a Brandon Knapp in chat, and he's commented on some of my videos, and that's my son's name. So when I seen him in chat, I thought it was my son using his real name, but it was somebody different.
Guys, I'm gonna come off. Sorry, I'm gonna come off. I'm sitting here yawning my head off, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. Thank you very much for having me on.
All right.
Thank you, Tubin 3D. You're always welcome. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And then in 2.5 hours, Patrick, Laser Maker's Realm, and Rich, the LA Hobby Guy, they're live streaming on a couple different channels. If you want to check them out in 2.5 hours, I'll be over there in chat. I won't be on screen this week, but I'll be in chat listening. And Kenny will be in chat also. And Matt, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Matt don't go to bed, so he sleeps like, I don't know, once a month.
Yeah, they gave away a laser last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask Patrick what it cost him in shipping
how
his
many
Sinbad.
3D printers I had to sacrifice for having this power?
Yeah.
So what do you got going now? About 4, Matt?
I got 3 bamboos, 1 Congro, and 2 resin printers right here. And the other printers are already all giveaway to people who started out printing.
So you got a resin printer, you said?
Yeah, I have 2 resin printers.
Where are you running those at? In your house? And
then Cubic. No, I don't use them. I don't use them right now, so... And if I do it, they're only like a couple hours or 3 hours job, and I have big air filters in this room and like 2 big air filters.
Right. Yeah, ventilation.
Hey, Matt, or excuse me, Sam, have you heard of a channel called Itchy Boots on YouTube? She rides a motorcycle around the world on her dirt bike.
No.
She's got an enduro. It's called Itchy Boots is a channel name. She's currently down in Africa. She does all her own editing and everything. Itchy Boots. And she'll put out a video. 10 minutes later, it's already had 30,000 views. She's got a huge channel. She goes from country to country on her motorcycle and films different things and talks to people. And yeah, does all her own editing when she sleeps.
2.2 million subs.
Yeah,
That's insane.
she's got a great channel. I've been watching her for a few years now. When she was going through some, I forget where she was at, but she was going through a desert last year somewhere. And I didn't watch all the shows because it looked too much like Las Vegas. It was just desert after desert after desert, nothing to see.
Right.
So, yeah, real interesting.
Desert. There's some female on YouTube that travels through all the desert and all that, and she's from here. I think she lived in Toronto for a while too, but yeah, she gets all kinds of views. I gotta look her up again so I can see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sergio dropping in. Sergio,
I dropped in.
What's going on? How are you?
That's what you did.
We miss you. We like you here every weekend whenever it's possible.
Yeah, I was having problems with the Osbot. For some reason, it's not coming on, so I'm using my other camera.
Okay.
So I was trying to fix that.
Are you able to show your marble run that you made? It's really cool.
Yeah, hold on. Bring this around. All right, camera. Don't make them dizzy now.
No, actually, she is flat-chested. She always has her gear on. She's blonde. It's, it's an interesting show. I don't watch it because she's female.
So,
how cool.
Yeah, he posted a video on Facebook. I had a lot of ball bearings to take off on it.
Yeah, they just run all around. But, yeah, it's kind of hard to set up with this camera.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, camera. There we go. Let me bring it in front of the camera. Probably better off.
That's cool. A lot of parts.
Yes.
All done on your rolly, right? 5 sheets?
5 sheets of 16 by 16 Oh, and the MDF did arrived.
You know, when I made that comment, I was thinking about Lowe's. I've never seen anything that thin at Lowe's. And then I looked on Amazon. I was like, yeah, they got plenty of it.
That's MDF. It's a little long. I have to cut them down.
Yeah.
But that's fine because I can use the other pieces left over is pretty big.
Can you hang it out of the way? Can you hang it out? Is that? I don't think that slot's big enough, is it, to hang it out the front and then laser it and then flip it around?
No, you could through the slot. I think it's just big enough. Let me see.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah, it does. It fits.
Okay, so we take out that piece of plastic, then you can just slide it in, laser half of it, and then flip it around.
Yep, could do it that way too. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Good idea. Camera. There we go.
Then obviously, if you're in a garage, you have a pass through by taking the back out, and you can run it all the way through.
Yeah. It took I don't know. It took about 2.5 hours to cut the 5 sheets.
Oh, nice.
But it took about 3 hours to put it together. No glue, no nothing, no screws. It's all pins, and you just watch the video. He gives a step-by-step of how to put it together.
Who'd you buy it from, or where at?
FreeLaserFiles.com. They have a lot of free files on there. All their files are free. And they come with an instructional video, and he'll explain. All they want is if you like it, donate. If you want, make a donation. But yeah, it really there's a lot of really cool files on there. You should check it out. FreeLaserFiles.com.
Very nice.
And all their videos are on YouTube.
Yeah, the Raleigh LaserMatic 10/20, the MK2 that I have now, is the best diode laser I've ever reviewed up to this point. And I've probably had 10 different lasers that I've done videos on.
Oh, I'm having a ball with this thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful machine, very, very well built, constructed. Nothing generic or cheesy about any of it.
Yeah, and the support is unreal. My only problem was that my power supply broke down at the wrong time because they went on the Chinese New Year. So the good thing was that they had sent the package to their facility in California that had one in there. So he was able to contact them, and they sent it to me. So,
Sebastian, did you rewatch any of your live stream with Congrow? Did you rewatch it after the fact?
It was Creality, wasn't it?
Or Creality, yeah.
German Jerry.
He was good to stay up that late because I was like,
I know I fell asleep during a meeting.
Rewatch it and rewatch the parts where you were talking and getting up and turning around and doing things, and see the reaction from Creality. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it.
Message me in private and I'll tell you.
No, let him watch it. Let him see if he knows what I'm talking about.
don't tell me he was wearing a mankini.
No.
I can hear that printer going.
Yeah, it's mine. It's this one.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sergio, I'm doing a big Betty boot for the wife. Did you see the head I showed a little bit ago?
Yeah. I was watching.
I used gyroid infill. That was a mistake because I wound up having to purchase 3 more rolls of filament to complete my project.
Took a lot of filament, huh?
Oh yeah, it was just unreal. And then when I sized it up, the base is really, really thick, and I should have dropped it through the bed and sized it down, and I didn't, and I should have. Because once the 4 pieces printed, that's a lot more filament wasted right there. But anyway,
yeah,
it's coming out good. It'll be done today. It's just the color changes on that head. It took 3.5 days to do it because I had so many color changes.
Ouch.
print a couple inches, do a color change, print like a 1/4 inch and do a color change. And yeah, it comes out really good if you paint it properly. And then a lot of the parts, I couldn't paint them very well in bamboo because it wasn't getting all of one part. And I'd have to go in by hand with a circle pen and try to draw it straight with a mouse and get it colored right up to the next part, even where it had the seam. It didn't automatically always color everything just right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
kind of pain. And on her eyes, on this resin print, her eyes have those half circles on them. I'll have to draw those in with a pencil or something carefully. Then when I get it right, take a Sharpie and color them in on her eyes. Because there was no outline on the model where I could just color one part of it.
Have you watched Ashley's print shop? He's got some videos on there about using some of the stuff in bamboo. He shows some really nice tricks and stuff on there that with bamboo that a lot of people, I guess, are not familiar with. I wasn't familiar with a lot of this stuff, but yeah, it's worth going there and looking at some of his videos.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Ashley's print shop.
Yeah. So Sam, when's your next live stream?
Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time, GMT. Comgrow T300. We're giving one away.
Well, you got a lot of people coming in. Would you have? You had almost what? Over 200 on the last stream?
I think so. Yeah. The what was the last one? The artillery thing. Yeah, gave away 3 printers on that stream. 11 kilos of filament as well. It was cool. It was cool. It was really good. I don't know if you caught the first bit of that stream because
I did.
I posted. So you'll know then. I posted the video on the artillery stream, and there's so much toxicity on that Facebook group. I was just like, oh my word, this is just insane. And I got into it with this guy, and again, it was the normal argument. Oh, you got a free printer, blah blah blah. The bottom line was he had some issues with customer service, and what you've got to remember, and it's not the West's fault that the East go on a 2-week holiday, right? But it's what happens, and this happens so frequently that people just don't know, so they just assume that they're going to get service just like that. Anyway, I've got this particularly aggressive guy that was very critical of me and what I was about and what I'm doing, and I'm supporting this company, and I'm a shill, and I've got mental health problems, and this whole torrent of abuse.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, it was really bad, and I was just like, I can take it, right? But I was like, this is cool because it's engagement, and I must have gone back about 50 times, to and from. And anyway, long story short, with that, we did the stream. I brought it up in the stream. I talked about it. And the next day, I got a message from Artillery, and they were like, "Hi, we just want to show you this message." And it was a message from the guy, and he apologized. He was like, "I've wronged what's happened here. I want to apologize to Sam Prentice. I want to apologize to you. I've had a bit of a think about what I was saying." And then I got a message from him as well, basically apologizing and stuff. So it was a good result. But all this like negativity and mudslinging and all that stuff, it's not positive for anybody. And all of these little groups of these keyboard warriors and all that stuff, it's just not a healthy outcome for anybody.
Oh my God, I think we found Jerry's clone.
No.
Seriously.
What's this? Is this on Discord?
Yeah, check out Willie 3D Trucker.
I'll do it now. So the good news was anyway that we were able to come to a reasonable conclusion there without it spilling into a whole big thing. So that was nice. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
And the girl I was talking about earlier, that's got a YouTube channel, but yeah, it's not in the millions. Wonder Hussy, and she's Pahrump, Death Valley, all over the place. It's kind of cool. Wonder Hussy.
Oh, I think I've seen one of her videos at Lake Mead, and she had hairy armpits and really disgusted me. So, yeah, I know.
Yeah. We now got the fetish coming out.
I don't care for women with hairy armpits. That's not my thing.
I've never seen her with hairy armpits.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was her, but I think it was. She's
might have been, but she's a little crazy. But
she used to be a news reporter or something.
No, No, I think she was an ex-showgirl or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Hey Sam, what was funny was that Pesla's when the printer when she won it, I was like, oh.
Yeah. She was proper pissed off with me actually because I put her on camera and I didn't maybe think about what I was doing with that. So she wasn't very happy with me about that one. But you live and learn. You move it through to the next time. But yeah, that was kind of crazy, right? And they did say US and EU. I'm assuming that everything's fine. I haven't heard anything back from anybody else. So this guy. So what I like is giving stuff away, and I think if it can impact somebody positively, then that's really what this is all about. I'm not here to promote negativity in that form, and 3D printing is a good vessel for people that want to do positive things. And
anybody that complains, I think you're a great guy. I love what you do. I love your channel. Anybody that complains that you have all that you have, you've earned it. You do great work. They're just jealous that they don't have it. You're awesome.
I'll be frank with you, Jerry. It's hard work. It's really bloody hard work. And you think that people just come to you. It doesn't work like that. You think you're going to get Prusa's out of Joseph Prusa just like that. You're not, right? You're not. There's a lot of work that has to go into it. There's a lot of work after it.
I'm not saying anything negative. I'm, patting
No. I know you're not. But this is why I'm just explaining that, people think that this is an easy ride. And it's great if you get a free printer, which, let's be fair, when we first started doing this, to get a free printer was like, wow, that's really cool. But then you realize soon after that if you continue to do that and then you become good or popular at what you do, then there has to be it becomes not being a hobby anymore. It becomes work. And I'm very much at that stage now where this is work. So that's why the editors are coming on board. That's why I'm heading into that direction.
I'm trying to get more content put out on my fiber laser, and it was sending me free of charge. It cost close to $7,000 with shipping. I didn't have to pay for it. I disclosed that, but it's a very steep learning curve to use a fiber laser and a lot of materials.
Yeah.
So it's tempting to learn stuff to get videos out to make the company happy and do posts, but I think I'm not doing enough, but I'm working on it.
There's an obligation, isn't there? There's always an obligation for whatever you do. So, Joseph Prusa isn't going to think very good of me if I don't make no content, so there has to be a
Prusa. Rumor has it that before you get a Prusa, more likely, you're more likely to have to go to dinner with him or something like that.
Well, it's more likely. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of a few things that it could be. But each one of those printers. I mean, the guy's got sore lips. Each one of those printers before they leave the Czech Republic are kissed by Joseph Prusa. They're put into a box and he waves them. He waves the van as it drives away. So each one of those it has a tender loving care to it at every point. So
I don't think I use the terminology sore lips. So. it's like before I got one, I had sore lips, but yeah, anyway, okay.
And Tyvek and Monk blesses it.
Yeah, it's thoroughly blessed. It's the usual thing that if you go to the mirror in your bathroom and say Joseph Prusa's name 3 times into the mirror, he can sometimes appear behind you. So you've just got to be very careful.
Or like Marsha, Prusa. That's what I used to do all the time.
That's it. It's a bit like Beetlejuice, but more Prague-based.
I don't even hear anything from old Bill lately. I wonder what he's been up to.
Just don't say his name 3 times while you're in the shower picking up the soap that you drop, right?
That's it. That is exactly it. That is exactly it. He's a good guy. He just celebrated his birthday yesterday as well. So, happy birthday to Joseph Prusa.
Ramelin, hello.
34.
34 years old, imagine.
Yeah, I wanted to write 38, but glad that they didn't do that.
Yeah.
That would be minus points.
It would be. You need those points, Zach.
Yeah, I need those. Damn it.
There was one guy who already got a printer from Bamboo with the point system now.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. He must have did a lot of work to get that, man. Woo.
I think it's quite easy. I think if you're able to upload the models and run around that way, I think you're pretty much in with that at that point. It's all about consistency and profiles and rating other people's work and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And again, it's, we're still in this world where I'll give you, I said this to Matt yesterday, there are companies out there that are really struggling, like a lot of Chinese businesses, and it's due to Bamboo Studios coming in and, obliterating, or Bamboo Labs coming in and obliterating the market. So everyone's having to work a lot harder. But of course, that then has a knock-on effect even to creators, because you're being asked to do stuff that, in some respects are borderline, in regards to what you are okay with doing. And I'm saying no to a hell of a lot of people at the minute, because who wants to see another i3 bed slinger? I mean, I think the Creality ones are a little bit special. Running Clipper, the Core XZ one is certainly a favorite. But as we go through this, Core XY seems to be incredibly popular. Again, Mark IV Prusa is printing beautiful prints. Can't knock it for that. But then Artillery is also doing great prints. It's running Clipper. It's open source. It depends what you want to do and how quickly you want to do it. I guess it's probably the.
I wonder why Frozen's getting so much hate. I mean, there's more than one reason why I pulled the trigger on getting 2 units. And yes, I was, like I keep saying, I was an early adopter with the Bamboo. And I made this comment on the pre-launch, because there's a pre-launch page for the Arco on Facebook, of course. But yeah, and there's a lot of trolls on there. But I made the comment, I feel like the Bamboo printer is turning into Apple, and Arco would be like the Android, because everybody's fighting, this and that, and there's a lot of haters.
Are they good enough? That's really the question. Is Frozen, that is incredibly well known for resin printing, is Frozen good enough to survive in the FDM market? And the question is, no one really knows. No one knows at all. And
nobody knew Bamboo before they came out. They were DJI. That's the background. DJI.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. And then as soon as it started getting into creators' hands, as soon as people start getting a real buzz about it, now every man, woman, and child has one. Just look in that room. I could. Everyone in this stream has got one. So
yeah, there's mine right there.
Yeah.
I just ordered the 3.5 kit for my Prusa MK3S, so I'm going 32-bit.
Pete, if you need something specific, just let me know. Reach out and let me know what is going on. Give me a reference number and I'll get it chased up. I don't know what's going on with the customer service there at the minute. When I was there, they were improving upon it and they were showing me everything they were doing, and it looked kind of cool. But whether or not the customer service is delivering, I don't know. Of course, I'm not there, so it's
customer service is very important on any product.
100%.
That's one thing I'm picking up with OhmTech. It seems like every time I called, like when I was calling about my shipment and all that, every CSR that's answered the phone so far, and I've only called like maybe 4 or 5 times, because I am missing part right now of my shipment, and it seems like every last one of them are on speakerphone, and to me that's rude. They should have at least a headset.
Hey Jerry, your Bamboo, yours is a later version, right?
I bought it February last year. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send you this kit that I bought from what's his name? From Tim, TH3D. It's a lighting kit to put it inside the X1.
Okay.
It won't work for me because I have the early version and the plug is different.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not cutting any wires.
I talked to Tim. I called him on the phone about a week ago because I don't have any affiliate money on credit with him. And we talked about that light kit and a couple other things for the Bamboo. And he said he was going to send them out to me to do a quick video on.
Oh, okay.
Or send them to me, but I haven't heard back from him. So I'm not sure if he's going to send them or not.
Who else?
So is that supposed to be better, Sergio? Is that supposed to be better than a light bar, or what is it?
It goes Well, you unplug the light that you have in there now. You could use both if you want to, though I don't know how you do that because there's only one plug. So
Right.
you unplug the light that you got, and this goes right up on the top. He has a video on his website.
Okay.
Okay,
Actually, it's not a video; it's pictures.
Why
of
you don't
how
make
to-
a
how to
T-split?
install this.
Why you don't make a T-split? You can solder the T-split, get the right
No, I have a nice
plug.
light kit in there now. I already
Alright.
put something else in there.
Just an idea, you know.
It
just a
works.
T-split,
What I have
then-
is an RGB in there on the extension. It works fine. It's I'll just, if you want this, Kenny, it's yours. Just send me your address. Jerry has my email. He can send it to you.
I
can
have
send
an
you my
old, I have an original also, because again, I was a Kickstarter.
Backer.
Oh, you
Original
have
what?
the original. Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
won't work. The plug is different.
Yeah, it'd be Jerry. It'd be Jerry.
Yeah, if you want, you mail it to me, and then if I can still do a video on it for Tim. Then if he sends me one, wanting me to do a video, then I can just give it away on one of my live streams.
All right, I'll send it to you then. You
Okay,
got
thank
it.
you.
No
You
problem.
need any money for shipping or anything?
Nah,
Thank you,
No.
sir.
and I do have your address, so I'll send it to you. I'll probably send you a few other things too. I have a bunch of stuff here that I know I'm not going to use, so
Oh, here's my address, Sergio.
don't be surprised if you see a box. I just
Okay,
got to
thank
go
you.
through it.
All right. Yeah, it's about a year and a half ago, Sergio bought me an iPad off of Amazon, and I used it for when I do all my video editing for all my thumbnails. I use that iPad for that. It sits right next to me. It works perfect.
Cool.
Hey, Sergio.
I forgot my password when I set it up, so I had to talk to Sergio to try to figure it out because I entered a password and I'd done it wrong and I couldn't get it. I was locked out. But
Yeah, you called tech support, right? They helped you out.
I think you helped me out. I don't remember how that worked out. I called them, but I think it was you that ended up helping me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you asking me about it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was you or them. I'm forgetful.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Being AC, have you ever messed with mini splits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Can you run
quite a
them
few
like?
of them.
Can you run them like indefinitely, or is that bad for them?
No, they do have limits, but it's usually depending on the unit. Some of them can go as much as 150 feet, 160 feet. So it just depends on.
Wait,
if
what?
you got a Mitsubishi will go, depending on the unit, can go up to like 165 feet away.
No. I'm talking. Can you run them? Like indefinitely, like keep it on. 'Cause
Oh.
like in the shed, I keep this one on.
Yeah, no problem. As long as you clean that filter, you're in good shape.
All right.
More. How many you printed so far? You got to keep an account?
Well, he was using drug terms earlier because he's
Matt,
so petered.
if you turn on your microphone, we could hear you better.
Yeah, and you were talking drugs earlier, like kilos. That's drugs.
There you go.
Yeah, like kilos. Yeah, 2.5 kilos I made already.
See?
So in 3 days.
Yeah, but in numbers, how many you think you made? How many individual? Not keeping count.
No. I weigh one out and I weigh one of them out, how much it weighs, and then
there you go. And take account that right.
Yeah.
You account that way.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me put this away. Yeah.
So
when you're doing a single color on the bamboo, why does it have to go park and extrude and come back and continue when it's a single color and it should just keep running until it's done?
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about that the other day. It like if you're using the same color, it should remember that. Like you're going to start a new print and you're using the same color, it doesn't need to extrude all that damn filament, But I think that's something maybe people should tell them, and I'm sure that they can figure that out in the memory to do that.
Printers in general are weird. just to print out something like on our HP regular, paper printer. You know how they sound when you first fire them up? I mean, what the hell is all that noise? And we got the Echo Take one now, the one that's got you holds all kinds of ink. The one that Shaq produced or Shaq promoted. And that thing still makes all that freaking hey, I want to copy something because like we had a notary over the other day, and I messed up because I was supposed to sign Kenneth Sims, not Kenneth W. Sims like I always do, because all my stuff from the notary was Kenneth Sims. So yeah, I had to print something out, and I'm like standing there listening to that thing going to convulsions. So yeah, every printer makes weird noise.
Well, the good thing was that backup. I mean, that upgrade that they did with the firmware, where you can silence the X1 now. Man, it's a big difference.
There was a sound of bamboo when it first came out. That thing sounded like when it was doing through the calibration, I think it sounded like a freaking siren. The bamboo.
Jared Upton on PayPal just sent me $5 or a little bit ago. Thank you, Jared. If you're still watching, I just seen it. Thank you very much.
Super chat.
See, this one I have run about 66 of them, fridge magnets. And the key rings I have roughly 320.
Ouch. That's a lot of printing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Dan. How are you doing today, Maker My Nexus?
So anybody who wants to support me for help with the veterans, Poppy Appeal, please go onto my wish list and send me whatever you can on my wish list so I can use it. I need definitely color black right now, and white and red.
Black. I got plenty of black.
There's Matt's wish list right there if anyone wants to see it.
Oh, cool.
Thank
It's
you.
not for Wish, it's for Amazon.
Amazon UK.
It's wish list off Amazon, yes.
And I guess we're all mispronunciating that other one, not Wish, but the other one, Emu or
Timu? I thought it was Timu. Timmy?
Huh?
Timmy, like Timmy, but Timmy?
Yeah. I have yet to order anything off of either of those sites, Wish or Timu.
Yeah, it's gonna help veterans out for
not losing their keys.
No.
What?
Definitely. Probably. I'll probably have to put a tracking device inside them. But anyway, it's for good cause, and I try to help the local community here. And I have outside of my home, I have a wall, prints what I don't want or made for people. I just put them out on the wall, and then I make toys, trinkets, and put them out, and little kids, adults come around, pick one up, and take one with them. I'm known in my neighborhood already for 3D printing. So.
I'd like to see your power, Bill.
I got a Uber delivery coming. I ordered one of those. Remember those playa bowls that I told you about? That I showed you the last time? Love those things, man.
Like
I've seen a video. Pete's talking about the video on YouTube talking about all the collection data they're doing and why they sell so cheap and what they're really doing. I've seen a couple videos on it.
Early on, I brought out the trash or the.
Yeah, we got another balloon in the air. We got another balloon.
And a family came by, and she goes like, "Don't you want to say something to this man?" And I'm like, "Okay." Then she says, "Thank you," and I said, "For what?" And for the toys what you leave out on the wall. And I'm like, "Oh, not a problem. Enjoy," I said, and I went back in. Yeah, they were looking at me funny when I was standing at the trash can. They were like eyeballing me, and I'm like, "Why eyeballing me?" And I'm like, so.
You just like printing, in other words.
Yeah, like 3-4 weeks ago, I gave away 4 printers, a Prusa and 3 G-Techs. And before that, I gave away a resin curing machine and also a wash and cure station because I upgraded to a bigger one. So
you don't make much money, Matt. You and your wife to survive on. You should be selling them, not giving them away. That's my opinion.
I can't sell those. Those are for the charities. So that would be, taking money out of their pockets.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I must have misunderstood what you're talking about then. All right.
You're talking about my resin printers, like when I give them away.
Yeah.
You see, I got them for free too, and I do want that other people get the joy of 3D printing, and that's why I do things what I do, because I'm a charitable person. I like to help people. If it's just with information, or if I have a spare printer and you're a beginner, yeah, sure, I will help you out. I teach you for the first 2-3 weeks of how to run the printer, and then basically on sink or swim. And if you have any trouble, you can come back to me, but try to figure out trouble for yourself after 3 weeks. I give them ideas like what could go possibly wrong with the printer.
A lot of time, man.
Yeah, I speak to like 20-30 people a day, even more sometimes, and mostly about lithophanes.
Why don't you hook up with some senior citizens and do a training thing?
What kind of training thing?
I don't know. Get them interested in 3D printing. Can you imagine senior citizens? I am one. Oh,
yeah.
So scary. Oh, it's so certain. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Nice. Is your wife coming, or are we gonna get you all alone?
Well, he said you're a sexy beast earlier in chat. You see that right here?
Who said that?
That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah, Dan, I suggested that Sam does some videos topless. He might get more women watching the stream if he goes topless.
No, I can guarantee you right now, nobody wants to see that. Like that, not even I want to see that. And that's all I got to say about that. But
if you want to see your piercings on camera, so take your shirt off.
My piercings, I don't have any anymore. Back in the day, mate.
Yeah, you should see your face.
TMI.
You saw the picture.
TMI.
Google it. You see his face was all piercing everywhere. He
it wasn't everywhere.
Like
it was only in the intimate places, man.
Nose piercing on a girl. It is the the mouth, but the nose, disgusting on a girl.
It's all taste. Each
it's like,
of us.
Come here, it's like she's a bull. Come here.
The expression. Each to his own.
I had one nip done many years ago.
And Matt, and I agree with that. I'm just saying, I think it's disgusting. I'm not.
You
saying
agree with my nipple piercing?
Do it. I'm
really glad about that.
I think liver's disgusting, but you eat liver, so
I don't eat liver. Anyways.
Liver and onions.
Oh, I love the onions with liver and onions. My mom used to do that all the time.
He admitted, people. He admitted it.
The onions, not the liver.
Sure.
Anyways, somebody, this place I worked at, we're powder coating coating shopping carts. I was doing it for a temporary job in California back in the 80s. And this Hispanic guy, he saw I wasn't eating lunch, because I was between checks and I was kind of broke. And he handed me a burrito. And I'm like, what's this? And he didn't tell me. And it was liver. And he's sitting right there. And I'm like, oh my God. And I couldn't eat it. And I just said, I'm mucho sorry. No
I've never heard anybody putting liver in a burrito. Ooh.
Oh, this was in California. Yeah. The guy had liver in a burrito.
California. California.
I love chorizo. Don't get me wrong. I love chorizo and I love tripe, but liver, Or tripa.
What's in chorizo?
Chorizo?
Chorizo is pork. It's pork, but it's also have It also has this. What do you call it?
I thought pork was carne asada, not carne asada, carnitas.
Carnitas is pork too.
It's this stuff that makes the meat red, or anything you put it into. Achote. I don't know what they call it in English. We call it achote.
And chorizo also has a lot more. I would say pig scrape. The scrapes.
Yeah.
That
And condiments too.
Isn't there a Mexican dish at Stomach, but I don't know what it's called?
Yeah, menudo.
Oh,
Is it
menudo.
menudo stomach? I love menudo.
Okay.
Yeah, chorizos. I love that. I love.
Yeah, and my wife. She saw the ingredients one time. She will not eat chorizo if she saw the ingredients.
But you know
there
what?
we go.
They're especially good.
You guys want a screenshot? There you go.
Yeah, everybody, take pictures.
You
boy.
guys.
Somebody will have that on Twitter later.
Jerry jumped on that one.
No, I didn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
Why
Run
not?
it back. Run it back.
I've already gotten in trouble a couple years ago for something I did. No, I wouldn't do that. Matt knows what I'm talking about, but we're going to talk about it.
Huh? Just kidding.
Would you go streaking or something?
Huh?
You go streaking or something?
No, nothing that I did.
Oh.
What I did?
Something. No, I'm not going to go into it. I
not going to go into it.
Something. I screenshotted something on a video, and I made a joke out of it, and then anyway,
it went south. Yeah.
Yeah, the person that I was doing it to hates me. So a couple years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Matt's like, yeah.
And my
let's just ask: was it a male or a female that you pissed off?
None of your
Male.
business.
Huh?
It's a man.
Okay. All right.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. My package is almost here, so
Okay.
let me go and get it.
All right.
Meet him downstairs.
Yeah, my track on Amazon has been way off. I track them in my email or on the Amazon app on my computer, and it says they're like 6 stops away. Then I see the guy pull up in front of my house. That's happened quite a few times the last couple of weeks. It's been way off.
So
yeah, you know why? Because they have to delay the Amazon route because people were hijacking the Amazon trucks.
Only the person that bought the package can see when they're coming. No one else can see my delivery.
That's enough information for the one person on this route to be bad to tell his mate to go get that stuff.
Okay, it used to be accurate, and then lately it hasn't been accurate.
No, people
I haven't seen a
hijacking
map in
them.
a long time.
Oh, I still get a map every time. Just track package. If it's
Are
US,
you talking about on your cell phone or your computer?
On my computer.
No?
I go to my Amazon.com and I click what's coming, and I track it. And then it pulls up a map, and then it's got a bullet, and it's got my address that's way too big on the screen, and I can zoom in and see when they're in the neighborhood, and then I can watch their route and know when to walk out front to meet them. But it's been off lately for like a month now.
Unless because I do run a lot of like ad blocker stuff, but ad blocker shouldn't affect that. Yeah, I don't want to be.
And Facebook Marketplace, I've made a post on Facebook about it. I sold some memory back in November to a guy in Colorado. He paid me. Amazon or Facebook never put it in my account. It keeps getting a thing pop up, update your account information so you can get paid. It's updated. They even confirmed it back in November that everything was fine, and I still haven't got it. I've updated it many times since then, and I got PayPal listed, and my debit card listed, and my bank account with routing number, and I'm still waiting on my $75. I've been waiting since November. And there's no way I can call Facebook. I tried to Google Facebook, and that was a mistake because I called a number that was a scam, so I wound up hanging up on that. I didn't give them any information, but yeah. And there's no way I can contact them. If you go to Facebook Marketplace, you go to the item, you hit contact. They'll say you already contacted us back in November. They won't let you recontact them. And then if you do find a page, you hit submit. They'll say error, something went wrong. Try again later. been saying that for 3 months, so I don't know where my money is.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate about Facebook is you can't talk to anybody.
And then I found a group online that said it was a marketplace group, and then a person like, hey, message me privately. So I PM him, and he's asking me stupid questions. So I said, you know what, you're a scam. And I got off the group. That was BS too.
Oh yeah, like when and I'm not trying to get political, but like when he was in front of Congress, he lied through his teeth. Oh yeah, about fake pages and all that. There was a Weird Al page out there for the longest time, and how I know it was fake, it was given the wrong birthday because his birthday is not in October.
Mm-hmm.
Being a fellow hometown alumni, I know when everybody from our hometown knows when his birthday is. They didn't do anything about it. That page is still up.
Anybody can make up a page, call it whatever they want. It's like with picture profiles or whatever.
But there's some girls that, man, they will not leave me alone in chat. They come up, oh, man, I want to talk to you. God, man, in chat, those girls.
Don't respond to them and hit delete.
Duh. I know, they're a scam. Probably from some third world country. Using somebody else's picture. Duh.
Yep. That's why I think we should have, before you can actually sign up with Facebook, have maybe like a place where you can go to and get registered, In Europe it would be easy, but other places, not so.
Yeah, scan your wrist.
Whenever somebody wants to join my Facebook group, 3D Printing and Painting 3D HP, I always look at their profile and I see where they're at, or even though that all might be fake, I look to see who they are, who they might be, if they're sharing information. If they have some goofy picture, they share nothing, then I don't accept them. I got to have an idea who they might be.
They came out really nice. I tuned my printers earlier this morning. I tightened the belt, and because that one occasionally slipped the belt a little bit, it moves upwards, so I have to push the belt downwards, and then it's okay for like a couple months, and then I have to redo it. But every time when the print goes a little bit funny, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna look at the belt, and I'm like, yep, belt slipped.
And I'm back.
All right.
But it's an excellent printer. You know what? Each printer has their own unique personalities, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like all my 3 bamboos are all different. This one is my oldest one, the most inaccurate one and oldest machine. This one is the second oldest, and this one is very accurate. And the P1S, I mean, just hits both of them out of the water with quality.
Will those screens tell you how many hours you printed on, like my X1?
Yeah. 2,000 hours. I have over 2,000 hours on that one. That one has like 800 hours on it.
Okay.
I don't think I have anywhere near that.
Yeah, my X1, I got over 2,000 on X1. I don't know how many right now.
And also, I have a whole box already almost full with a Cherokee color changes.
I mean, a lot of filament there.
Come on.
Yes, there it is.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, my Facebook group, I started authorizing all posts because I'm starting to get a few people post things they shouldn't be posting. So I approve all posts unless I know the person, and I set it up so they don't have to be approved. And I'm on my group every day looking at it, day and night.
Yeah, I haven't had to kick anybody off my hometown group in a long time, darn it.
Yeah, and I made a whole box full of them already. I have 8, 10, 12 ready already. Out of 27.
Nice.
So And before I send them out, I'll pack them up nicely and put them in the box, ship them to the person who's going to ship them to the main people. So, yeah. Everybody will get one of these. It's an author who wrote a book.
You should put one of your stickers in there. That way the person, the end user, might know where it came from, and they can come follow you or subscribe to you.
My key rings.
Okay.
I already made some.
I have 1,011 hours. That's it.
I made some when I went to Smurf, and so I have plenty of them left. I just have to put the ring on. So, but I ran out of rings yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people on my Facebook group used to post their Patreons, and they had renders, not actual pics. So I messaged a few of them, and I told them, if you post actual finished pics and you tell about it, and then you want to link a Patreon or where they can buy it, that's fine. But just to have renders and here come join my Patreon, I just block them all.
Yeah.
Because it gets to be overwhelming.
No, I let some people in. If they post something inappropriate, what is very bad, then they get kicked. If it's just like a bad joke or something, okay, it's gonna be muted for a month, you know.
A couple months ago, every time I was going to go live on Saturday, I'd go to my Facebook group, I would post the link at it and tag everybody. And I had a bunch of people get extremely upset that I'm tagging them on my group that they're a member of. It's like, come on, dude. I was nice about it in a comment, and then they came back at me kind of hard and said, you know what? If you're not happy, just effing leave. That's all I can think to say. If I'm tagging you and you're on my group where I want you to post and interact, and then you get mad that I tagged you, it's like, come on, really? So now when I post it at everybody, I turn off commenting, and that stops right there. I don't want to hear about it. It's my group. I want to post a link to something I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it upsets you, leave. It's simple.
No, I made last week or this week, I made door hookups, you know, like for hotel rooms. And I thought about to approach this company, but I made a spelling error right there. So,
yeah, Rich LA Hobby Guy done those on the live stream last week. That's probably where you got the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done a couple also.
Oh yeah, that
like
pet room.
So I have to like this and that.
Looks nice.
To design and very quickly to do, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to make one.
Well, I've been streaming for 3 hours, 57 minutes, and an hour and a half. Patrick and the LA Hobby Guy, Laser Maker's Realm, and the LA Hobby Guy are going live in an hour and a half. So I hope you guys go and watch it there. But I'm going to raid out right now. Let me see. Where am I going to raid out to?
Thank you for all coming, and thank you for the people who already bought stuff for me, and thank you.
On Twitch, I'm going to see the Free Heathen is on. I'm going to raid into the Free Heathen for everybody watching on Twitch. Thank you for the bits, the subscribers, the follows, the donations. I really appreciate all of it. And we'll be back next week, same time, same bat channel. Here we go with the raid on Twitch. And everybody on YouTube watching. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam, Matt, Sergio, Kenny, Zach, for coming. I really appreciate it. Sam's going to be coming out with more great videos, so please check him out. And everybody
Is he going to be in his Mantini?
Take care, guys.